Now it just looks like I'm holding all of you hostage.
Please, Mr. Storyteller. Let us play. I don't... Look, I'm a yes and kind of person, John. You know that that's true. You know that's the truth. Hello. Howdy.
Hello. Oh, yeah.
Yes.
That screen.
Hey. Macarena.
I'm back online.
Good idea.
How
Hello.
much of the Macarena can anybody even remember?
Oh, I can do all of it if you could resize the OBS window.
No, we're not going to do that.
But the OBS
The OBS window.
but no, I'm just kidding.
Hooray!
I don't see your...
You might, if you click on the just the OBS on the taskbar, it might pop them up on the taskbar.
Is it because I had to restart OBS that these are gone?
Oh, did you?
Yep.
Yeah.
Plucky Hero, how are we all? Is a good question.
Kung Fu Fenris punching connections. Why not?
Welcome.
How do I get them up?
It's complicated. I'm just gonna come over there because I'm not 100% sure.
The hostage
so I'm gonna have to dig
situation
around.
turned into
So
regret.
y'all just
Scott, the stream's all on you now.
I got it. Don't worry about it. Plucky Hero, things are good. Obviously, we've got, as you all know, we've got a relatively intense kind of technical setup here, but it's to bring the best stories directly into your eyeballs, folks. That's why, and your ear holes, whatever. However you choose to enjoy this stream, be it in podcast form, live on Twitch, on a YouTube VOD, or maybe just in your own imagination. We're bringing it directly to you.
Also, why are we matching today?
God damn it, Liz. I got it. I wore this first.
I put this on first.
I don't think that's true.
Really?
I'm not sure.
What's not true?
We're arguing
Plucky.
about...
Who put this on for? Who needs to change? One of us needs to go and change.
Yeah.
I don't know. This looks like almost black to me, though, Liz. This is like...
This is a forest green. How dare you?
This is a... I almost pulled the no, you're a forest.
Oh my god.
Anyway, I am no time vampire. I do look young forever, but that's not... That's a weird... It's a genetic thing. It has nothing to do with my status as one of the Forsaken. Don't worry about it, I guess is what I'm saying. Oh, Requiem's correct.
Yeah, I see black on Liz.
We don't want to see that.
It's not.
I mean, I can tell that it's green in certain contexts, but I think some people will see it as green or black.
Shirts are the servants of the lie.
There we go. Now it's intentional. We're agreeing.
Yay!
Hey.
Cop. I'm gonna wear it as it's a sweater. Okay. I was like, you're gonna
Yeah,
wear
it's
it
a
as
sweater.
towel.
I'm not putting it on.
Towel.
It's too summer for that.
Oh boy. Hello.
Thank you for the cheering for Salt.
Appreciated.
Yes, thank you.
Oh.
Luke has milk and cookies and popcorn.
Wow.
Whoa.
Hang on. Whoa.
So ready for sitting down watching a show.
I would advise care to be taken that you don't dip your popcorn in your milk, because I feel like that would be
cookies in your popcorn.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
It's a bad time generally. What?
You try to sip your bowl of popcorn.
Well,
yeah.
I've definitely. Have you done that? Taken a bowl
Oh.
of something solid and tried to drink it?
Oh my god.
Well, not like razor blades. You know what I mean? Anyway.
You have a glass of water and you dip your cookie in water.
Yeah.
Are you implying that we should be drinking razor blades?
No, I'm not. No, I'm not. Nobody said this.
Scott, I distinctly recall you saying it. Somebody clipped
No, I
that.
said no. Damn it! I said I'm not doing this. God damn it!
Here lies Scott.
Skillet in the oven, cornbread, Alfarius. That sounds
So good.
delicious.
So we've been working hard, and unfortunately, we started getting into a habit of teasing.
Oh. Yes.
I will unfortunately have to indulge the teasing for just a little longer,
Oh, what a guy.
because at the end of the session today, we're announcing our new project, and it is unlike anything we've done before.
It's not replacing anything.
That's an important detail.
It is.
I think
It's
that's a really
more.
important detail.
It's I guess it's also not really fair to be like it's unlike anything we've done before. I mean,
That's
like it's still
also true.
tangentially related to something, but like
It's
it is new, it's different, and it'll be interesting.
Okay.
Excitant.
Oh, got tons of people here. This is fabulous.
But we will we promise we will reveal it unless we forget.
We promise. We will.
Yeah. But end of stream, we plan to talk about it further. And if you can't stay around for rest of stream, we will be putting some info out on our Discord.
Bam. So join the Discord and hopefully be able to stick around for Fancy Corner. That's post stream, right here. On our
We'll keep you from forgetting.
So Thanatosid points out that it's not as fabulous as Pyres' abs. And we just got
What
a new
is?
look at Pyres' abs.
Yes, we did. I would like to shout
Oh.
out Anathema, who's in the chat, if I'm pronouncing that correctly. Thank you so much for the work that was playing in our pre-show. I am so incredibly jazzed with the representation.
It
of
looks
Pyres.
amazing.
It's really beautiful.
For me, it's just all about the fancy bow.
The fancy bow!
It's
So
just,
good.
It's just fancy bow. That's all I care about at this point.
Yeah, is it on
Toasted?
Discord?
It's on. No, actually, one place it's not. It's on the wiki under the fan content section. It's also I tweeted it recently, but it should go on the Discord. I'll post it after the stream in Academy.
I can't wait also to see Kung Fu Fenris' interpretation because he's
that's
doing
right.
he's doing a gateway scene, but I don't know if he's doing one gateway scene
yeah.
or the other gateway scene.
With Gateway, you never know.
So much gateway with Gale.
This is definitely the first time that Gateway's been
Guildway?
used for like sex-related purposes.
Absolutely
You're welcome,
not.
Gateway.
Abso-fucking-lutely not. I guarantee you that there has been somewhere out there someone has done some kind of strip gateway or like
Why hasn't Gale tried that yet?
I don't think it would occur to her.
The night is young.
Oh, sorry, not my character. I shouldn't say that. I don't know. The night is young. I like that.
So hands up everyone here who has played strip chess before.
Just raise your hand, John.
yay!
Hooray!
And you know what? As proven, because I am a total scrub at chess, as we have proven on stream,
Rub.
I didn't embarrass myself too badly.
I've played shot glass chess, and at some point I was just like, no,
They look
I'm
good, very
way
nice.
too wasted. I don't want to
Oh,
keep playing.
when you get a piece
Yeah,
captured,
you
have to-
take the shot.
Oof.
I think I played
when you
Strip
capture-
Crazy Eights once. That was weird. I can honestly say that was weird.
Yeah, I don't feel good about it.
How do you do that?
I was a teenager. I don't know what half the shit I did as a teenager.
Just excuses to take off your kit.
Pretty much.
Like,
Would you like to play Go?
Ooh.
Go would be such a contemplative strip game.
Yeah.
Oh, hi, Rune Cleric. You
Hi,
have.
Rune
welcome.
Cleric.
We were just discussing earlier how thirsty this stream is. In a good
Go.
way. I mean,
Yep.
Bingo! Whoosh.
Whoosh.
That's the sound of clothes coming off.
right, yeah.
One day, oh no, it would be against Twitch's terms of service to play Century on stream.
I thought you were going to say to like have us all in like tearaway one.
Oh no, like playing strip whatever would absolutely
Yeah.
be against Twitch's
Oh,
terms
yeah,
of
of
service.
course, yeah.
I'm talking about Century,
Mm.
which is a different game wherein you take one shot of beer every minute for
100.
100
Oh,
minutes.
disgusting.
Most
right.
interesting critter into the bingo my clothes. Amazing. I'm so happy.
Hey.
Oh,
wear a one
folks.
I won tearaway. Not to reveal skin. I understand that that's not
Can
right.
it be sparkly?
What's this? I'm just
Bejeweled?
busting
We will
out my
discuss.
onesie. We're gonna have a onesie party.
I have my penguin onesie.
I've got a
Unicorn?
red panda.
Red panda!
Amazing.
There we go.
Scott, what onesie would you wear? What kirikumi would
It's
you?
like raccoon panda. That's not how it goes.
That's a good question. I feel great kinship with ferrets, so I'd probably try to find a ferret one or some other kind of like similar rodent. Did you want a serious answer? I'm sorry.
That was a serious answer.
No, I know. That's what I meant. Like, is that what you wanted?
We were just vamping
Thank
a little
you,
bit of time
Thanatos.
because our Discord bot did not actually reveal that we were online until just recently.
Okay.
But at any rate, hi!
Hi.
Alongside our announcement at the end of stream. We do actually have a game to get around to, so let me first ask if any of you three spent any experience this time around. 3, 2, 1.
Woo!
Y'all did.
Ah!
Let's hear it.
All right.
I purchased Captivating Battlefield Display, which allows me to divert an attack from an ally to myself.
Wow.
At which point you'll just toughly take it.
Yeah, I mean, come at me, bro.
As in, like,
Yeah.
while it comes towards you.
As in, watch Disney Plus to find out more about what Oresta looks like. Anyway.
Yeah, no. Yes. I bought a couple things because I had a couple of milestones. So I got +1 Embassy. Felt like a good shout. And Entombed Mind Technique, which is a dragon-blooded presence charm that allows me to put people to sleep. Which feels vaguely inappropriate.
It's Jiggly Pyres.
Petition to allow me to sing people to sleep like Jiggly.
I love it.
Only if you refer to yourself as Jiggly Pyres. And then only if you rest next to them and that
May I
blows
call
them
you
off the
Jiggly?
screen.
No, it's just because Pyres is so goddamn boring. If you aren't looking at him, there's nothing more to him, so you just fall asleep.
I'm going to point out that in
Oh
all
my
my times
God.
playing
No, it's
Jigglypuff
not.
and Smash,
Rude.
I don't think I ever use the fucking singing.
Sing?
Oh god, because I'd always screw it up and just put myself to sleep and die.
Oh, rest I'd use all the time
Sure, if you can
Oh.
land it.
if you can land it, but
And he
that shit's
could.
hard.
Yeah, I got it.
Oh God.
Damn roasted. I'm sorry, Scott.
No, it's all
I'm
right.
rude. I'm so rude.
I
Get
got
you back later.
I got Gale's first dot in presents.
Wow.
I figure
Wait,
she's talking
what?
to people in a tavern, so she's getting okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I also bought a charm, 5-fold resonance stance. I meditate for a scene, and then I glean info based on the mode that I've selected. So it can either be air, fire, water, earth, or wood. And it basically gives me bonuses on rolls using that info.
Oh, I see. Okay, so information to do with that element.
Yeah, to do with that
Okay.
element. So like air would be like weather, fire would be fire. Right.
I got it.
Requiem, how the hell is he going to sneak out of their bedroom otherwise?
Wow. Pyres, you want to go again? That's terrible. I don't
Can
know.
we just
Pyres.
cuddle?
Why did your anima just flare?
Horrible.
He's just so dreamy.
Alternately, it's to put somebody to sleep so that he can then leave with someone else.
Oh yeah, that too.
Yes, loads of wood
Only for
meditations.
getaways, post events.
We have the Gilligud seal of approval, which
Ooh.
feels great.
There's wood
honestly.
nearby. Pyres.
What? Oh, yeah, sorry. Sleep.
And then I'm like, no me.
No,
Oh, me! Oh. Sorry.
Worst
Shitty use
trio
of
ever.
charms.
We suck.
God, we've got allies
Doing that.
for now.
You mean the allies that are off canoodling with that we've got on our sheets and are canoodling with?
Yes. Yes, those allies.
No
That's what we bought, John.
regrets.
No.
That's great. Now, is it possible for you to sum up what happened
Oh no.
last episode using only one sentence each? That's the gimmick we're trying in this season.
Good gimmick.
And the three of you have not yet figured out that you could plan in advance, and that's just how I likes it.
We're gonna
So
get there.
Go for it.
Pyres and Oresta were at Pyres' family home and met the parents.
Meanwhile, Gale Whispered was canoodling with Siontel while developing a brand new gateway strategy to undermine Vieren's influence across creation.
That was good. That was
Thank
my
you.
sentence. Over dinner with Pyre's parents, Pyre's mother became absolutely zealous about the idea of us killing Vieren, who is apparently in town. Semicolon. He attempted to flip a table caught by Oresta. I just had to mention that. I feel like that's really important. That's where we left off.
Oh, we succeeded way better than last week, y'all.
Did we?
We should split up more often.
I mean, there's a lot of detail in there that gets missed out, but I feel like that's the Yeah.
There's an art to a good cheek smooch. I'll point out. And there are some people I know who can pull them off. And there's some people I know who goddamn can't.
Damn.
Where did she go? You ever have somebody like give you a cheek kiss, but it was like a loud smack, like
Yeah. Oh, sorry, I shouldn't do that into the microphone.
Oh boy.
No,
What do you mean?
John, I probably
got
should,
my
I should point this out now. I feel like you've somehow flipped again, so that you're no longer looking at us. I don't know what that's about though.
He's looking at Liz. Oh, what?
Right? It's a way. I have no idea what that's about. Sorry.
What's going
Because
on?
we definitely saw
I
that
said, hey.
in the pre-stream.
oh boy.
What's going on? Ba-da-da-da.
Just
Gives
lick
me some
people on the
time
cheek.
to do my dice ritual.
Well, Kung Fu
On a
Fenris.
second.
What is your dice ritual?
It's very easy. I just roll all my dice, and the successes are the ones who are really eager this session. So they get to be part of my A team, and everybody else is part of my B team that I only dip into if I need it.
Okay. If I need it. I like that. Well, I guess I need some extra dice for this roll.
I guess we can
Noisy
tell
dice.
because the question block.
Yeah, it's odd though, because anyway, in the pre-stream it was fine, so it was odd.
Yeah, I don't know. We didn't save it. Oh, did we have to close and restart after
And
we
that's
did the flip?
my
Maybe?
die.
I don't know. Whatever.
And that's my special die for the session.
That's your fave.
Is that the die that I found on the floor
Oh, it could be.
That was the-
today? So it's been there all week.
It was the one that threw
Floor
itself off the
mojo.
table because it was so turned on by last week's
Is
happenings.
it jiggling? What is that?
Well, we had to catch it before it was eaten by our
Speaking of getting turned
by
on, you
Loomba.
know what turns me on?
Safety! Okay, I understand.
Mm.
We have safety cards, and the safety cards exist in order to make sure that we can play to the utmost of our abilities, while at the same time making sure that if we push a little too far, we can pull ourselves back. It's not to restrict us, it's to actually give us the freedom to be daring. The green card means everything's all good. I am very happy with what's going on. I will flash this card if I want to make sure that everybody at the table knows that I'm having a grand old time. The yellow card means pause. Everybody needs to shut up for a second. I have something that I gotta say, and it's important that everybody gives me the opportunity to say it and that they will listen. The game does not resume until I have put the card down. The red card means stop. I'm not okay. The game immediately stops. We'll probably go to a be right back screen if this occurs. We'll discuss, but the game will only resume once everyone at the table is comfortable moving forward, whether it's retconning, changing what just happened, avoiding, or even just stopping play for the day. Now, here's the thing. We have cards, you don't, and you are pushing the same button that I'm pushing.
Whoops.
We have cards, but you don't. You do have options, though. You can whisper me. If you whisper RPGClinic, if you need to let us know about something that you're not comfortable with, it will pop up on my screen. If a moderator comes in, you can also whisper a moderator at that point. You also have the option, while it isn't our preferred, to leave the chat or stream entirely. We don't want to see you go, but we do want to see you take care of yourself. Your mental health and happiness are far more important than any one game.
Mm-hmm. Here.
We good?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we grand.
Thank you.
I've always wanted to table flip. Like, really badly. I've wanted to table flip so badly, even if it wasn't just me, even if it was just somebody around in the area who was doing a table flip, but I always wanted it under controlled circumstances. I even wrote it into a script that got shot, but we didn't flip the table because we found out that to do so would be incredibly expensive and onerous, especially because the table that would have had to be flipped, I think, weighed like 3 times what I weigh.
Big table.
So, when somebody interrupts a table flip that happens in the middle of a game, a role-playing game, I do have to wonder, is it just the universe conspiring against me? That I don't get to have that satisfying motion of someone reaching underneath, lifting a table, sending what was strewn across it flying around the room, and if done correctly, the entire table doing a 180 and landing directly onto the ground. Is it that the universe doesn't want this to happen to me? I guess we're about to find out. Right after we deal with Gale Whispered. You want to remind people where you are?
I am in a tavern currently. Gale has spent the last little bit coming up with a new gateway opening and subsequent strategy for the game that mirrors what Vieren did at the House of Bells. And so she and Ciental and Flavienne have gathered people at this tavern, and basically people are invited to, and anyone who wants to play is welcome to, and she's whipping out this new strategy.
Now, the last time that we played, you successfully completed the first part of Adventure. I had decided at first that we were going to say, the first part of this adventure will be an extended role. We're not doing that anymore. Adventures and extended roles don't really mix. So instead, you have succeeded in the first part of your venture, which is get this out into the world. But you earned extra successes on top of that. In fact, if I remember correctly, you earned 5 more successes than you needed. So you can, in fact, based on the venture system, purchase additional stuff. Because who doesn't love more stuff?
More stuff.
Like stuff.
With that, so if you have earned more than what you were supposed to roll, then you can actually buy additional. Let's see here. It is, of course, it's not marked. No, of course it's not marked. That would be easy.
Page 144 to 160.
Yes, but it's not marked what you can buy. I don't think that's...
It's within the description for each category. Like,
What? But I'm making my own damn venture.
yeah, that's the thing. So if you look at something that's similar, like Embassy probably would
All
be
right.
closest.
I'm going to give you the option then. I will give you the option that you can either make it so that while you are teaching everybody this new opening, you manage to also insinuate you can cut corners in this particular case, because cutting corners is a thing that you can do if you fail and you just want to move forward. I will let you skip the second part of your venture by including the weakness of the opening, but then you're relying on others spreading it instead of yourself. Or I'll let it be so that a master of the game is present at this tavern, and while you did not particularly seek this master out, that master is there, and so therefore at high levels of play, someone will now be aware of this opening.
So my idea for how to incorporate, like how to essentially leak the defense, I was originally thinking I would do it here tonight, but now I think I might actually want to introduce it when the strategy is widespread enough that I can then find someone who's using it and basically decimate them. So what I'm hoping for is that people are so drunk and so impressed by this new opening that they don't remember who I am. I don't want my face and name to be attached to this, if that's okay.
Okay, I'll let that happen.
Thank you.
So you wow them sufficiently, but with the help of your 2 friends, you manage to press enough alcohol into everybody so that while they will wake up remembering how they were losing a whole ton at this game, and some of them may remember the opening, the idea of who you are is a little more obscured.
And what I'm trying to do when I'm talking about this strategy is to describe it as something that I learned, not something that I developed. This is something that's spread all the way from the House of Bells.
Okay.
Yeah.
Towards the end of the night, the innkeeper approaches your table, looks down. Honestly, I don't see what you do with these games.
Have you never played Gateway before?
Do you look at what I have to deal with and see that I have time to play games? And indeed, there's plenty of people there they're past it. They're leaning on each other. There's a few spots on the floor that you may not want to step on.
Games can be a way of paying tribute to great generals, especially games like this.
Games are what the wealthy can do. The rest of us have to work for a living.
That's understood. Did the news of what happened at the House of Bells reach you?
I know that I'm having difficulty getting shipments in because of the blockade out there.
Yes, how long has that been going on? That's Pelops, right?
2 weeks.
2 weeks.
Which, for you, means that somebody would have had to leave the House of Bells and within 2 weeks get to this place and have the blockade ordered, because it's been about a month for you.
Does that make sense?
Yes, it's possible. It would mean that whoever left had to leave very, quickly and without, issue. But
Well, and convince somebody that, Pelops is behind it all, or whatever happened, right?
A manipulative exalt who left the House of Bells really suddenly.
That doesn't shorten the list at all. My God. It's not us.
wouldn't necessarily have to be an exalt.
Oh, shit. All right, well, it really doesn't then.
Well, here, let me show you.
I don't know how to play.
Then I'll walk you through this step by step.
I don't have time to learn a game like Gateway. I have to close shop, and you have to get out of here.
Fine, then I'll come back tomorrow.
But he doesn't complain, because the people who are playing Gateway are wealthy. They will pay for these sorts of things. He just doesn't understand it, and he doesn't care.
No one understands it like I do.
Go on. You can come back tomorrow if you have to.
Oh, I do. And I put down some of my winnings as a generous tip.
You can come back right tomorrow. I'll make sure this table is here for you.
Much appreciated.
Scoop's the only thing he cares about.
Old money grumming innkeeper.
I'm packing up my stuff.
Did you get everything that you needed?
I think so. I just need people to start playing this. And then when enough people are doing it that it's seen as a viable opening for the game, then, well, they're going to meet me again under very different circumstances. I'm going to destroy my own strategy.
Do we need to
The only one who can be... Yeah?
Do we need to come up with some sort of disguise for you?
I looked to see on Tell. Do you think people were paying attention to who was teaching them?
Honestly, they were paying attention to trying to win. They'll remember you if they lost enough, but I'm pretty sure that I've lost enough money back to them that they won't remember you.
Because if that was a real concern, then I could start teaching the counter to both of you.
The problem is that it's not going to work if we don't win. If the opening doesn't actually accomplish its goal, people won't remember it.
And we need
I'm only half decent at Gateway.
You're better than you think. You've had an excellent teacher.
She looks at your hair.
What?
We could do something with that.
What? I've had this haircut literally my entire life.
Well, up until the point where you cut it off at the House of Bells.
That it grew back to the length that
It
it's
does
always
grow,
been.
yes, but we could dye it.
What color?
What color would you want?
I don't know. Nothing flashy.
Pink.
No.
I don't know. I think pink might actually look quite nice.
I think people will remember someone with pink hair destroying them at Gateway.
Blue?
I would do blue.
Blue. Well, we're going to have to sleep on it. We'll see.
Sorry.
Are you sure you don't want something to drink before we go back?
Celebratory drink for the road?
Hey, of course. Here, fine. And he puts 3 drinks across. What is your physique?
Physique or fortitude or physique, I guess. Yeah.
I'm asking physique.
Physique is 1.
How much have you been drinking?
I don't think much because she's been taking this very seriously.
Okay. How much are you drinking now?
I think just
So you're fine.
1? Yeah.
Okay. Just wanted to check. Let's see how your compatriots do.
Yay!
For Flavienne. Nah, they both managed to do just fine. Nobody seems to be in the mood to go completely overboard, but there's a celebratory drink before you head back to your own lodgings.
And as we're going along, I'm sort of like checking with Ciantel. So how'd I do? Is it good?
I think so. I get the feeling like a lot of people are going to know what they're talking about now.
I tried to act really interested in what they were saying.
Yeah. They want you to act like you're interested in them. Sometimes it has to do with what they're saying. But sometimes it's them. They want you to think that you're interested in them, their lives, their persons.
So I have to be interested in what they're saying and them as people.
They didn't say that it wasn't complicated. Let me put it this way. What would you prefer? Would you prefer that I listen to every word that you say and then walk away and remember what you said but nothing about you? Or do you think that you would prefer that I listen to what you have to say and then linked what you said with you for the rest of your life?
Straight life. Damn.
Well, when you put it like that, option 2 sounds pretty good. But growing up, I would have even been happy with the first one.
Some people don't want to be in the limelight. It's true. But in general, if you're looking to get somebody to like you, you want them to feel like you like them, not just what they're saying.
Pyres was always really good at that.
That's what Pyres is. Pyres is a leader. Pyres is a hero.
You were.
Pyres is the kind of person who can stand up in front of a crowd and no matter what he says, they'll listen because they like him. It's a curse. Because I imagine that sometimes he has to wonder whether people are listening to him because his ideas are good or whether they're listening to him because he has well-defined abdominal muscles.
Well, I need people listening to what he's saying because often it's stuff I've suggested that he say.
It's a good thing that he's no dummy. People will listen to him because he can say something and sound coherent. I've met a lot of very attractive people who are not very good at speaking. Once Pyres learns to master what he's saying, everything will be fine. He's a great mouthpiece.
Well, he's going to need to do some learning fast.
He will. Look, I'm sure that right now he's just sitting down with a lovely dinner with his mother.
Not there.
I'm sure that it'll give him the confidence that he needs to take on this next leg of the journey.
I wonder what his mom is like.
I don't know, but considering Pyres, if he takes after her, I bet she's really quite nice.
And understanding and supportive of her son.
Yeah. He always is supporting.
But she's really gentle and never raises her voice.
That's not the Pyres I know. She is, after all, still a fire aspect. There has to be passion in there somewhere. But maybe it's the passion for justice.
Maybe.
He's screwed, isn't he?
Yes.
What the fuck is this?
The table is in mid-flip. Now, you can either slam it back down, or you can gently put it back down, but you still risk having some things slide off the table.
So what I'd like to do is...
You might have to mute yourself if you're going to do
She
that.
already has... is try to catch the table to balance it like above the ground, and then move to set it aside. So that's my...
So this is a massive oak table.
I have large muscles.
But you have caught the table, and you basically pull it out from under.
You're right. The servants should have cleared dinner by now.
The servants... You know what? No. I'm actually going to have you roll that.
Hey.
You've stunted already for it. You did the table flip.
Eh.
But this is going to be a force, and honestly, like I kind of feel like this is presence.
Yeah.
But the difficulty for overruling the servant's master in her own home, that's going to be 5.
Yeah. Difficulty in Exalted is 7?
Yes.
6?
Yes. 7.
7? Shit.
The target number is 7. The difficulty is 5. That's the number of successes you need.
4. Alas, I only get 4.
Well, that's quite...
I'm convinced.
That's not quite enough. The servants hesitate before they look to Kiri for a certain amount of guidance. And she looks at you.
Pardon my intrusion.
Intrusion's the right word. Who is this that defies me, defies you in your own home?
This is my friend, mother. This is someone who has my best interests at heart.
For how long? How long has she been your friend? And compare that from the moment you were conceived, and that's how long I've had your best interests at heart.
I want to take a step towards her and reach my hands out.
Like in like a, I'm gonna
I'm gonna
throttle you, or
no, like a
supplicant.
yeah. There you go. That's the
Alright.
one. Thank you. I'm gonna go. Just leave at her. Mother, you have to understand. You and I are both creatures of passion, and I think that is wonderful.
Your father suppresses a snort of laughter at this point.
If this were like a wacky comedy, I would give him one of these and knock him out flat, but I'm not going to do that. You know, but I won't though. You have to understand, this is my rock. This is the person on whom I can rely for everything, for friendship, for protection, for good advice, for leadership, for support, for anything. You want us to kill Vieren. I want that too. But Mother, something you don't know about him. He was willing to martyr us. He's willing to martyr himself. I don't think you understand the scope of his power. You're precious. The best thing you ever did with your life, Moral, she was under his power. Yeah, okay. I just dropped a lot of
Okay.
Yeah, but I do want to look up at her and like give her the this is true look.
I'm gonna need you.
Yeah, there's a lot going on here.
I'm gonna need you to roll. You trying to outlast her anger, or are you trying to sidestep it?
I mean, it feels like a bit of a risk. I'm trying to like diffuse. Like I'm trying to sort of I'm trying to like sideswipe her anger with news that'll throw her off balance, you know?
Okay, so this is actually finesse.
Okay.
So I'm gonna have you roll here your finesse and your integrity.
Okay. I can do
You've
that.
already stunted, so you can choose to use your stunt dice or bank them as you see fit. I'll remind you though that banked stunt dice not used at the end of the session go away.
I am going to use them because I feel like this is an important situation. Okay. Let's do it.
This is not, by the way, a social action. This is basically how well you can cushion this blow.
Right. Because I will have, there'll be social actions, I think, later. It's not a botch, John. It's not a botch. It's one success.
Well, that's definitely not
That's
enough.
that's
Especially because I was going to say the difficulty of this roll was 4. Well,
I mean, honestly, that's
morale was what? And Dewan just gets up from the table and he walks over and he starts whispering to the attendants on either side of the room, and they file out of the room quietly.
sorry, that's good.
She was serving.
Not you. What? Sorry, Kate.
No.
God,
All right.
I don't have mine here, but sorry. At the House of Bells, I faced her. She was on the other side, Mother, not ours.
She was attempting to destroy you?
The House of Bells? Yes. She was taking orders from him, and I like spit on the ground or whatever.
Where is she?
I don't know. I honestly don't know.
Did you kill her?
No. Do you think I could?
I think you'd better learn.
I'm sorry. You're willing to just... You just spent dinner comparing me to her and finding me lacking. What, you gonna take these portraits off the wall too? I like motioned all 100 of them or whatever.
Whose ever portraits remain up on the wall is whoever ends up on the side of right. And if that's you, you're going to have to learn to defeat her long enough to knock some sense into her.
I can bring her around to seeing sense. What about you? Can you appreciate what I'm trying to tell you? Vieren wants us to kill him. He wants to be a martyr for his cause. Whatever that is, that's stupid. Man.
Oblige him. Because in the moment where you stand above him, with hope and abandon gleaming above you, with your new sister standing behind you, supporting you, your rock, he will be seen as the idiot he is. You'll expose his lies and his treachery. And in the moment that your spear tip, sword tip, plunges directly into his skull, the only thing that will escape his lips will be blood. And all anyone will remember is the triumph of Cathak Pyres.
I'd like to attempt to dissuade her from pushing this further.
Okay.
That's going to be incredibly difficult. At least, Mother, let me do this right. If I anger Kathak Kanan? This whole house will burn. You know that. Let me speak to him first. Vieren is taking refuge in his home?
He's not even here. Kanan is trying to fix whatever happened at the House of Bells by consulting with Vokoof.
Why is Vieren in his home?
Where else would he go? He's trying to seize what power he can. To do that from his own homestead wouldn't be enough. To do it from Kanan's, that's something else entirely.
How do you know all this?
Because, Pyres, when you do your studies, when you grow up, and you realize that the world is more important than the definition of your abdominal muscles. It's funny, we've heard that before. You learn that you have multiple games you have to play. And she takes a gateway board off the sideboard and she just clatters it on the moved table, and the pieces just, spill. But the table's large, so they don't go all over the floor. Do you think that's just a game? There's a reason why we learn this. Strategy, Pyres. Strategy will beat looks every day. You're lucky that you got my looks. You'd better hope that you got my mind for strategy as well.
So then your strategy is to walk in there, make an example of him,
Cut the head off the snake before he has a chance to reinforce his power.
Vieren is not the head of the snake. I know it in my heart.
Enough out of you. I assume that you have also been in Vieren's company.
Correct.
Do you agree with my son's assessment?
I do. He's not the prevalent threat.
Then who is?
That has yet to be answered.
Then in the absence of a prevalent threat, we'll deal with the threat we have.
We will get answers from the prevalent threat.
There's no talking to him. He has a golden tongue. He can convince the sun to set.
You didn't manage it on either of us.
Did you manage it on him? Or is the House of Bells still standing and I just wasn't aware?
He was
And
able...
then Dewan says, I don't know if it's fair to blame the fall of the House of Bells on two students who were successful in, what was it? Rescuing the student body?
He was able to turn Morale's mind, but I was able to remind her that she has a heart in there somewhere behind all of her ferocity and all of her skill. And it was Pyres, her brother, who set her away from Vieren. She is no longer loyal to him.
Do we know that for a fact?
As best as I can tell.
Why has she not returned home?
I do not know her mind.
Maybe she had to find herself.
Does she still have her weapon?
Fact check?
Yeah. I'm gonna go with yes.
You didn't.
I
You
believe
never
so.
saw her discard the
Okay,
Yeah.
great.
Grim Scythe. Sorry,
Yeah.
Grim Scythe. She does.
it can't just be great. It has to be grim.
Arr. Apparently this is grim.
Let us do this our way. You talk of me growing up. You talk of strategy. Let me do this. Let me prove to you that I can do this. You gave me a chance, and we saved people at the House of Bells. Not the school, but...
Do you believe you can?
undo what Vieren has done?
Do you believe that going your way is the correct way, that it will achieve the results you want?
I have to.
How confident are you?
I have to be confident.
Confident enough that if you fail, I will take back the weapons that you have been bestowed.
Vieren will no longer be a threat within a few days' time. Whether that's through his death, through his redirection, or whatever is necessary.
Yeah. Oresta's right.
If doing it Pyres' way doesn't work, he will be dealt with.
Cherished daughter, that's all I needed to hear. Would you like some dessert?
Sorry.
I'm like checking in with Pyres.
This is often how things go here.
Meanwhile, Oresta's like, fire aspects, yo.
Fire, yo.
Yikes.
Yo, fire.
I thought Pyres was bad.
Sure.
Lovely. I'll make sure that it's brought out. And then she turns and sees that there are no servants any longer in the room, and then she shoots daggers at Dewan, who, don't worry, I have it. And he gets up and he turns and he heads off to the kitchen.
I'd like to gently inch the table back to where it was.
I can assist with this.
Well, then what shall you do tomorrow?
Tomorrow at noon.
Tomorrow at noon.
Let us know if he leaves. We'll follow.
Do you like wine, daughter?
If it's being offered.
All the wine. And she just beckons towards a cupboard behind her with just racks upon racks upon racks.
Has the incredibly furious rage that we saw last session, has it disappeared
It is
or redirected?
completely
It's gone,
disappeared. It is gone.
Okay. Really weird.
Flares up.
Yeah.
Burns out.
I guess so.
Zima. I know that you'll both make me so proud. She gives a razor thin smile. And that's when people start bringing out fruit, bushels of fruit from all over creation.
I'm not sure whether we're going to continue in real time, but I'm definitely going to be trying to encourage her to drink
Nice.
in the most polite way possible. Yes, I would love some more, and I'd like pour her another glass before I top up my own, sort of thing.
I mean, you can outdrink almost anyone.
Exactly, but I want to do it as politely and subtly as
What's
possible.
your goal?
Just to,
I just want to get Pyres' mom drunk.
yeah,
I mean,
I mean,
just
Honestly, fair.
destabilize her a little.
yeah. Typically, it's
Okay.
destabilizing.
You can try.
Mm-hmm.
This is going to be a fortitude and presence roll.
Can I make this roll as well to assist? I guess what I'm asking is, can I also drink to assist in the general merriment at the table?
Sure.
It's
That's
not
going to
as
be a fortitude presence for you first, and then
Okay.
you'll add your successes to her dice
big.
pool.
Let's party.
Gain an extra die automatically because, of course, you are dragon-blooded, and teamwork makes the dream work.
Oresta. Oh my god.
Oresta. Successes over 3.
No. The difficulty
sorry.
for this roll
Oh, I'm
is
sorry.
going to be
That's the thing.
5.
Right. Okay.
She's no pushover.
5.
You got 5 successes
I
or
got-
5 over?
No, I got 5 successes. I'm sorry.
Okay, so that means you have no threshold, but you will still get the 1 die for the assist.
Oh, I see. Toasty.
Nope. 2.
Oh.
She, when she starts reaching to the point where you can see that the flush in her cheeks is more than just her aspect talking,
Yeah.
she does politely decline.
I won't push the issue.
Yeah, she's still she's quite complimentary of your ability to put it away, but
Also, basically, as soon as she slows down, I'm gonna.
you don't attempt to drink her out of her
No.
pavilion.
Can you imagine more wine?
I'm ruined. But no, she she's definitely like a formidable person, and she's too savvy to let herself get drunk that easily. Dewan, on the other hand,
Yes.
don't mind if I do. Hup, hup. And then at the end, he starts singing old songs
Oh, what a sweetheart.
that he knew from his time at the House of Bells. Songs that you definitely do recognize because you have sung them yourself, although he is singing them with enthusiasm and gusto.
I will join my father with his enthusiastic singing.
What about you? Dare you ingratiate yourself with your...
Future father-in-law.
Wait. What?
Sorry, did I say that out loud?
Yeah, absolutely did. And now I can't get it out of my head.
I will do whatever I think is most polite.
You can either ingratiate yourself to Dewan or to Kitty.
I think I'll start with Kitty because she seems harder to please.
Smart.
So she's bemused, but she does not sing. Although she has also spent time at the House of
Might
Bells.
like politely tap the rhythm or something, but that's about it. Yeah.
Don't want to close my eyes. I think
Back it up.
So it's quite clear that Kitty is making a play. You have less of a position in the house based on your parentage, and she's essentially being like, I'm basically going to like pull you into my homestead. Which, here's the thing. On the one hand, this does give you a little more clout if you accept this, if you let this happen. It's not like she's doing it, within 10 minutes, but she's definitely like her calling you daughter, she's suggesting it. To give you a bit of clout, she is clearly far more powerful than your parents are.
Yeah.
And it wouldn't even necessarily be that much of like a diss to your parents. It's, hey, like I'm moving up in the world and they would benefit from this. But it also ties you specifically to Pyres' family. So you can choose whether that's something you want to encourage or not.
I would like to politely play along while I'm a guest under their roof, aka until tomorrow, and then we'll see what happens from there.
Tomorrow I'll just take a giant punch. But we will move on to tomorrow. First and foremost, are you dyeing your hair?
Yes.
Asking the real questions.
And what color are you dyeing your hair?
A dark blue.
Ooh. Isn't that Vieren, right?
We're going to
Vieren
look
has-
like we're related by the end of all this, probably, because we're also both saying
Okay.
we're from Ladal.
Oh, that's true.
There you go, sisters.
Hey, God, you could be sisters.
Sister. Sorry.
How much higher status is Kitty compared to Oresta's grandmother?
That's a good question.
Considerably.
Yeah.
Her grandmother, it's not that your grandmother is although I
No.
don't believe your grandmother is still alive.
No.
But Kitty also is the parent of two scions of House Cathak who are supposed to bring great honor and glory to the house itself.
Doing our best, I guess.
Yeah.
Remember that you also had that merit, right?
I did. That's right. I had well-bred when that was a merit in Exalted 3rd edition.
Like a
Like a
horse.
specific...
Sorry. Sorry.
like a horse! You know what else is... No,
Requiem
you
is
know what?
suggesting a
Sorry.
black to blue to white gradient.
I'll allow it.
I mean, there's another way to get into the family. I could find out about it.
Ding!
Is this the equivalent of Exalted's frosted tips?
I mean,
I like it. I'll take one of these for that, though. That's good. We're having a little side session.
So where are you headed, all of you?
Yeah, I guess in the morning then, whenever I find a moment to politely escape, I'm gonna zip by the library and leave a note in the designated section that says, Canaan's, pavilion at noon. Vieren is there? Question mark.
That should be nice and confusing.
great. No, because we got some intel too.
Oh, that's right. Yes.
And what book are you leaving it in?
Yeah, remind me what section of the library this is.
Oh, this is definitely the erotica section. It's
Ridiculous. This stream.
Abyssal Nights.
Ooh.
Oh, my
Like
God.
KN or? Just a question.
the never settling sea.
Anima in the pits. I don't know. All right, so for the rest of the session, we're just going to come up with erotica titles that aren't banned by the Immaculate Order.
You'd be surprised how many are on that list.
Reaching my zenith. Sorry.
There we go. It's good. I mean, I'm spending time away from my parents if I can, but I'm aiming to.
I mean,
go.
you still have your own private abode.
That's right. It's true.
Your clubhouse.
Club
What with all the portraits of people looking disapprovingly at you.
and some smashed pots, which were presumably cleaned up.
Oh, they were absolutely cleaned up.
That's good.
Guest quarters might have fewer portraits.
Mother. It's true.
Yeah, but the Immaculate texts probably don't imply that you have, like, it's okay to have an erotic title called Reaching My Zenith. Or, like, Reaching the Blasphemous.
God, what?
Yikes.
I do want to go with Oresta at.
Like, steady?
Take her to the malt shop, see what happens. We're
Ooh.
gonna head to.
I've already got my little sweater.
Get that. Holy shit! This is off the rails. What is?
Sorry.
Very good, Pukajitsu. Very good. Very good.
What are you doing, stepladder?
Absolutely incredible.
Uncle Fenris, you're not allowed to do that. I'm doing that. Anyway,
If I read it first.
so you're all basically headed towards the compound at noon.
Yeah,
What
I
about
don't
you?
think I have much more to do.
Heading
much
to the library, to the erotica section. Finding the letter, rip it up, and go back to the inn for more Naked Gateway.
Yes.
No,
Wait,
I'm gonna-
naked at the inn. Oh, you're staying at the inn. I was thinking the inn was the pub. Don't mind me.
I just went to the library naked and rode the thing and
As
then
one
played games.
does.
All right, who wants to play Gateway?
I'll play.
Oh, yeah, it's everyone in the.
No, I think we'll, armor up, weapon up. Go to meet these chumps,
Jumps.
punks.
Do you want to be seen?
No, I don't want people to see my new hair.
Kind of defeats the purpose, no?
Well, I don't want them to see me standing up to Vieren and then see me decimate
Oh,
a
yes,
gateway
sure,
strategy around his heroics. That kind of steps on my.
Right. No, it makes sense.
So I'll just creep for now, I guess.
We're just going to put you in a hood.
Oh, that works too.
Try not to make any big moves if you don't have to. Hopefully they'll be able to handle whatever it is on their own.
In fact, it shouldn't look like the 5 of us are a unit anyway.
No.
We'll be support if they need it.
But how could it be Vieren? We know it can't be
It
Vieren.
can't be.
But what if it is?
It isn't.
Yes, but what if it is?
Then we adapt.
It means somebody's cheating.
Yes. Too bad we haven't encountered any cheaters yet. Oh, wait. We have. And they walked away from us at the House of Bells. They had ample time to get here before us and to spread certain lies that we would then encounter on our way here.
We're going to have to see. It's alright, I'll be able to use my sorcery to expose any liars. No, it's not that bad, is it?
Yes, it is.
It's pretty bad. But everybody does this.
They don't.
Anytime I see sorcerers, oh.
No.
I'm sorry.
That's at the pantomimes, darling.
I like to establish a fact.
I use all my lore. Aw.
Yeah, there we go.
Oh, no.
I had
So you're
so
headed
much.
to snake style. Anyway,
Yeah.
start getting into it. But
I like it. Yeah, pokey things, right?
Yeah.
socialize isn't even a stat anymore.
Oh, yeah.
When you get to
Jeez.
the compound, you are traveling. There's been insistence that you're catered to. Kitty asks if there's anything that you need specifically before you go.
You have great wisdom and insight.
I have great resources.
You think that would be of use with what you know of what we're going into.
What is this? And she picks up your Tetsubo.
It's a Tetsuba. It's a spiked bat.
This is a... I suppose it's well made, and she just hands it back to you.
I mean, I could just use these. It's really just more of a distraction. I want to like crack my knuckles because I think that's what I'm going to hit them with.
Ha! Up!
If it works, it works, you know?
They expect a certain level of damage to come at them, a certain level of skill. Then when it's not enough, I suddenly have more in the chamber.
I'm just not used to seeing one of Cathak wielding such weapons or such styles. It makes you unique. It doesn't make you weak.
No.
But those two do rhyme.
I doubt anyone would ever suspect me of being weak.
No. No, they wouldn't. Go ahead. You should hurry along. I won't be with you. If you fail, someone is going to have to be able to back you up. But if I come with you, it will appear as if I'm already on your side. It is essential that I remain neutral for now.
Of course.
She's saying this with, like, zero pretense of, like, I'm trying to appeal to you.
Yep. And yet, I'm taking it as manipulative.
Oh,
That's how I'm choosing to take it. Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's family.
Yeah. It's true. I understand you do what you have to do, and we'll do the same.
Don't die.
He won't. Not today.
What she said.
Kitty nods.
Just, stride past her.
All right. So as you head out of your pavilion, head towards that, you can probably see them. They're kind of going with a certain procession of, hangers on and like running up water bottles.
Yeah, I feel like we're going under the guise of like a polite meeting, I assume.
Yeah. It's just you wouldn't be traveling alone.
No. We're too important for that.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
By we, I mean him.
Yeah, you too.
Yeah. I'm still Prince of the Earth.
Yeah, exactly.
You're goddamn right.
Nice.
I mean, I would love for them to notice us, but we're definitely not walking up to them. So,
How do
kind
you...
of like try to put us in their field of vision while still staying out of the open.
Yeah. I mean,
I have my charm I can use if you really can't see me.
I feel like I would definitely, as we get closer to the site, I would definitely be keeping my eye out to see if there was an obvious trap that was being set for us, because it already feels like a bit of a trap anyway.
Oh yeah.
bam.
But I'm looking for
Gee.
obvious trap.
Sit outside. Tea. Up there. She points to a separate lodging house, which is closer to Kanan's pavilion. Order tea. Sit up there. You'll be able to see most of what's happening. And they'll notice you.
What are you going to do?
I'm going to make sure they notice you.
What kind of tea do you want?
Whatever you're having.
Okay.
Because I'll be
I'll have
tasting.
what you- oh. Well, that's not what I... Oh, boy.
Dragon blooded, man.
I'll have 2 sleepy time, please.
Flavienne
Fires,
walks alongside your procession, and then kind of whispers a little bit to one of your servants. And the servant sort of says, oh, "No, of course not. This is Cathak Pyres, Cathak Oresta." She's like, "Oh, I'm so sorry. I did not understand. I have never met them. You see, I'm not from around here. I'm visiting. I'm from
God.
elsewhere." And she turns and she heads away.
I give the servant in question a questioning look, who was that? Kind of okay, all right.
Flavian walks away with her hands balled into her fist. She's like, "Not this time. Not you'll get him."
Elsewhere. So mysterious.
But then you're stopped on the outside of the. You're stopped on the outside of the pavilion or Canaan's palace. Several guards, not exalted, but just standing outside. "State your business."
We have business with Cathak Vieren, who I believe is staying here.
Vieren isn't interested in seeing anybody today.
Give the names, Pyres and Oresta.
I imagine
We
he
will
will
wait.
be very interested in seeing us.
Fine. He turns around and he goes inside. And after a deliberately long wait, we're talking 20 minutes,
Yeah.
a guard comes back. Not interested.
Then you didn't speak to him. He will be very upset when he learns that we came to see him and you turned us away.
His exact words, if I were to recall, were, "I don't need to speak to those who will not stand up for what's right in the realm."
That's interesting, because we're here on behalf of the Regent to bring him to justice. We have very deliberate orders to deal with anyone who stands in our way. That wouldn't be you, would it?
Would it?
Hand to sword.
Okay, that's going to be a force. Okay, so this
I
is social
support.
influence.
Yes,
This is a threat.
This feels like I'm threatening him.
I'd like to assist.
I think you, with the two of you just
Yeah.
looming over him, he's just going to look up and be like,
Stress.
He told me not to let you in. I can't let you in."
Then do you need me to, scuff you up a bit so that it looks like we forced our way in? Here, and I'm gonna reach, scoop up a bit of dirt.
He flees.
and- okay. I'm literally gonna smudge
The other
some dirt on
guard's
his
standing
cheek.
there, and she has a pike in her hands, and it's trembling in front of her.
I'm just gonna reach out and grab it and just pull it out of her hands.
Look, we overpowered you and disarmed you. We're terrible people.
She just drops into the dirt and genuflecting, just burying herself, crawling at the dirt, trying to.
We'll make sure that he doesn't take this out on you.
Forgive me, Prince of the Earth.
Where do we go?
Where is he?
Inside.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll toss the pike aside and is there
like
a
on one
gate or
side.
something? Is it closed? Can we just
No,
walk
they were
in?
just standing basically at the entranceway.
Literally
without them
incredible.
being there, you
Polite.
can just walk.
absolutely out of control.
There are various people who are standing outside in the gardens outside the palace who kind of look, and there's this moment of huh, isn't that the Pyres boy?
Definitely as we're going by, I'm you know what I mean? Cast them a little
So you're flashing on the Pyres charm a little bit?
yeah.
You want to make a show of you being here?
Yes.
When you get to the doors, as soon as your hand touches the outside of them, you hear, "I thought I made it very clear that I didn't want anybody to come inside."
We're just gonna
We each open the door.
Yeah, exactly.
Go team.
Go team
You
doors.
are inside.
Okay.
And you've opened a portal to a pit of lava. Hope you're a fire aspect.
Whoa.
What the fuck?
Hope you're a fire aspect.
Volcano.
I toss Oresta into the air.
All right. Sitting at the head of a table, which is laden down with an even more elaborate lunch than you would have received back at your pavilion, Cathak Vieren, with his feet kicked up.
Absolutely.
He has a pomegranate in his hand, and he's just mashing it into his face, pulling it away, seeds just crunching down.
And he is the Cathak and looks the same as the last time few minutes
Certainly
before
looks
the last
like
time I saw him.
Certainly looks like Cathak Vieren, although not wearing military garb at this point. More of a toga.
Wow. In a pomegranate too? That's all right. That's pretty impressive. You absolute coward. You dare to come here. You dare to come here.
I'd like to stride forward
Yeah, I
towards him.
take some steps.
I feel like
Far
we're
enough.
on either side of the table.
We can have a civil conversation without you coming all the way in and dirtying my table.
That is so rich coming from you. What are you doing here?
Dismiss your servants. I'm not speaking to you in front of them.
I will.
You can wait outside.
Yeah.
Yep.
Thank you,
They're like,
Oresta.
"Well, okay.
We don't need them.
There's 4 other people in the room.
Okay.
He has not dismissed them.
Sure.
You recognize 2 of them as mid-level Cathak, important people.
Nice.
2 of them you don't recognize at all.
But none of them is.
Oh, definitely the 2 you recognize are exalted.
Yes. Okay. And neither of them is. What's her name?
Shit. Yep, that person that
person from the
ship
letter.
that we're told about on
Oh,
the ship or-
Zindal?
Zindal.
Zindal.
No, not,
Okay.
none of them are
Zindel,
Zindel.
there you go.
What is wrong with me? Sorry.
That's your mom.
Zindal, thank you. Okay. A civil conversation then. I find that incredibly difficult to believe.
If he stopped us, then I guess I'm gonna perch on the edge of the table.
He looks down and there's a disapproving like, ugh, you're touching my table. Even though, of course, it isn't his table.
It doesn't matter. I'm very happy to upset him with this.
Where's the rest of your hearth?
They weren't, you weren't worth their time. You're worth ours, though.
Tell me, did you sell your soul?
My soul is sleeping quite well, thank you very much.
Sleeping. Sleeping because an anathema put it to rest somewhere for you?
Clocking anyone or in the entourage who reacts to this.
Vieren just starts to laugh, and they join in.
Don't laugh with him. It's not funny.
Siantel looks up at you sitting up there. She shakes her head like she doesn't like what's going on.
I'm going to spend a mote to activate Wind Carried Words technique.
Okay.
To send a message to Oresta.
Good choice.
I dyed my hair.
Nice, bro.
Hey, dyed my hair. Do you like it?
I do.
We're outside and we'll come in for backup. Break a window if you need us.
Awesome. I assume that's the one-way version. I can't acknowledge.
Correct.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
Well, that's okay.
But I just assume you got it.
Oh,
Like-
hey, I have double 9s on my hearing. Forever.
Whoa.
I hear good.
You're dirtying this table.
Kanan's not using it at the moment.
You don't deserve it.
Tell me what I don't deserve, Pyres.
You don't deserve creation. You don't deserve this life. Do you want me to go on?
You don't deserve to still be alive. I tried to spare your life, as you might remember.
She did.
Just like how you don't deserve a certain single edge visiting you while you were lying broken in an infirmary by my hand?
I don't think those are comparable, no.
Just like how you didn't deserve another look as the rest of the House of Bells was trying to organize to deal with an arrogant upstart fang that thought itself better than everyone else in the school.
I'd like to stand up again.
Sorry.
I stand up again.
Okay.
We didn't think that. You know that. Sorry.
Don't go. You haven't answered how you're still alive.
I think we all know.
Anathema, then. You sided with them.
Absolutely not.
Then
I
how
destroyed the anathema at the House of Bells. I am the realm's champion today. And you would do well to remember that even if I managed to lose to you in our first meeting, I have definitely won now.
I should write that down.
He clearly means something by that.
Oh, here we go.
You were severely injured.
I came away without a scratch.
You
Look. And he reaches and he just pulls open the toga to reveal just a gleaming chest.
Fine. So, sorcery. Who cares? It doesn't matter. You're a traitor to the realm. You've got a bunch of people on side.
You need to listen to me very carefully, Pyres. If you say one more word without acknowledging that I have always been better than you, no matter what you thought or what you wanted of me.
Shut up. You're trying to incite him. This is what you do. I will not let you have your way in here, and I'm going to start walking towards him.
He takes another breath. He lets it out. You don't want to fight me on my own terms.
This isn't your terms. You're squatting. I'm like,
She's right, you know. I'm happy to acknowledge anything that is true.
Do you remember the last thing I told you when I saw you at the House of Bells? Are you still advancing?
yeah.
So he gets up.
You were whimpering something?
Last thing I heard was the gurgle of your blood as you were murdered before my eyes.
It's true. It's true. It's true.
As I held you, having tried to keep you from being killed. And you showed no gratitude.
The last thing I told you at the House of Bells was that I believed you could do something better than I could. Do you remember that, Pyres? If you're still advancing, you have like about 5 seconds before you're like toe to toe.
Great. Until Pyres tells me to stop.
You would say anything to me to get me to do what you wanted.
Okay, you are now.
That's all I
you are
got,
now
that's
in
all I
close
got.
range.
Tell me. Tell me how you managed to live. I thought I had lost you. We lost all of our professors. To see one standing here alive before me.
He reaches forward with just one really, like, massively beefy arm, grabs Oresta by the breastplate, and yanks her. And you can resist this if you want.
Intend to, yeah.
Pulls you really, really close, and I'm going to ask you to come over here.
I am so excited. I don't know what's going on.
And just dumps you back onto your. Well, he didn't lift you. You are not.
Yeah,
to
I
be
probably like
lifted.
lean forward a little.
Yeah,
Like-
and then like whoop, back on your heels.
Dismiss your servants.
No, they will see everything that happens here. They'll see you fall if you need to. Or you can choose to be with me.
Why? Why would we need to fall? You're a traitor, and you're somehow alive. Look. I just need to know how many times you're going to do this. How many times are you going to appear somewhere where we go?
You need to put a muzzle on your pet. You can come back when you've learned some manners. Get him out of here.
I don't owe manners to you.
Get him out of here.
No.
Yeah, no.
What game are you playing? Why do you think we'll cooperate?
He reaches under the table and he pulls up twin swords.
Yikes.
Just like yours. Short diclaves.
Uh-oh.
I'm through playing.
I thought we were having a civilized conversation.
Civilization implies that you are on the side of right. I'm loyal to the realm.
Ah.
You've been corrupted by anathema.
No. That's not true. You know that's not true.
Pyres, you and I both know that he's just trying to show force. You know, when an animal starts growling when they're cornered.
Sorry. That was out of
Then it's a fight, is it?
Let's not hurt him. I know he's trying to incite you in order to beat him up. It's what he likes doing.
He couldn't beat me up. I learned everything I needed to know from his sister.
Fuck! All the way off. Holy like, all the way off. Honestly. Ugh.
I mean, yes, also.
I will,
Was it that you couldn't lift the Grimscythe, or were you just intimidated by the fact that it was the better choice?
Really? Can you not ever stop? Do you want to have a conversation with us? Or do you just want to fight?
If it's a fight,
It can be a fight. Do you want it to be a fight? Because we're happy to bring it.
no.
what is it, Pyres? Why don't you finally show me what you're made of? Why don't you finally prove that you're the man you've always claimed to be to me? Why don't you
What is your
finally
endgame?
stand in front of me like you did in the barracks and confessed to me?
Uh-oh. Confessed what? I would never... To you?
Of course, don't you remember? You also...
I'm going to... Yeah.
It was right after the fire. It's the same thing you told him in the library.
I'm going to take my swords out, and I'm making a very slow, deliberate
Your
gesture.
swords out.
There's two of them.
Yay! Oh, that's a bit weird. Yikes.
Swords.
I did say something about horses earlier.
Swords.
We were joking about swords.
Oh, I started it.
Yes, you did. The man that I am is the one. We don't have to fight. That's who I am. I'm going to gently place them on the table and then step back from them.
Good.
State your terms.
Find the rest of your hearth.
Done.
Bring them here.
Done.
And we're going to discuss the terms of your surrender. And he sits back down, takes his swords, puts them down, reaches over, places his hands on Hope and Abandon.
I'm gonna put my hand on. I'm gonna grab them.
I'm just holding them for him. As soon as he brings the rest of his hearth,
They're here, you idiot.
I see two of you.
I'll bring them in. Get my swords back. We won't need them today. How's that?
The terms of your surrender. Be back here. He lifts up. He tosses you his half-eaten pomegranate.
That's disgusting.
and then pulls another one out and just.
Oh my god. I feel like I probably let it go like
That's fine.
I'll
No, they're here.
Oh.
Yeah. I'm gonna scoop down and pick up the pomegranate and yeet it at a window. Woohoo! Yes!
So a window just. You see glass smash and tinkle as a pomegranate bursts out. Its seeds exploding outwards in a spectacular display, and then tiny little blood droplets just going all over the ground.
Well, that's our signal. Avengers assemble. We gotta go in.
You go and find Siontel and Flavian.
Yes, and I would like to banish my chakram to elsewhere, please.
So cool.
That would have been a great play for me too, actually, in hindsight. Well, what are you gonna do? Yeah. I suppose I could do it now, but that seems like really weird.
Hey!
Let me put them.
As you start heading past the guard who is still in the dirt, and the other one who's by now like a good kilometer away and still pumping his arms. We go in there, and I warn you, I will not hesitate. Anybody who tries to harm any of us goes down.
It's very important that we understand that we are doing exactly what somebody wants us to do. So before you make an obvious move, think very carefully about who will benefit. That is the most important thing I can say before we go in.
Okay.
There is someone pulling the strings. Don't let yourself be led.
When you get in, you see Vieren with his feet up on the table. He is chewing on a pomegranate. There are the four others who are in the room who by now have kind of gathered behind Vieren and are trying to make a play at looking kind of intimidating, even though he's got a very lackadaisical attitude. And you see your two hearthmates.
Two.
Well,
We see there are three, but they see our.
We see
they
two.
Oh, you're talking to them. Sorry, I was like, what? Which one's
Oh
missing?
no! Siontel, she's gone.
Flavian just takes off her mask. I was from the heptagram all along.
Yeah, the actual photo.
Oh, we don't do this. We do this.
This. Okay.
Oh!
Yes, Liz. Yes. I do want to when I catch Gale, I want to give her a nice.
Oh wow. Okay.
Oh, have you taken your hood off?
No.
Oh, okay, then never mind. Not yet.
Nice hood.
Oresta can see everything.
I hear it. I hear that your hair sounds like a different color.
Whoosh. It's not the same whoosh.
We're here?
We're here to discuss the terms of your surrender.
What are the terms?
We surrender.
You agree that you have been corrupted and that you are here to be cleansed, that you will undergo rigorous deprogramming from me, and I will show you what it will be to truly serve the realm itself.
We should negotiate. Those are unacceptable terms.
There is no negotiation, Pyres.
Oh.
There never has been.
Of course not.
Discussion of terms was this then? Oh, you were just presenting them to us.
Yes.
Yes.
I see. Okay.
You see,
I don't think that my compatriots would appreciate anything else.
He's championed us just like he championed the Coral Helix.
Yep.
I don't think Pyres gets it. I mean, I think he understands like something's happening, but like you said, like in the barracks, and then you're like that time in the library, and he's like, who have I talked to in the library? Like there's a whole thing. Don't think he gets it fully, or like how it's possible anyway.
Your terms are unacceptable and insulting. We bested you once before. Give us a chance to do it again. There will be no surrender.
Will your compatriots join in the fight? Now that we're 5-on-1, that seems a little unfair. You did summon them in.
Surrender, and we can make sure that they don't get involved.
I'd like to look at, like, which
They're pulling the whole like, see, you best do as he says. Muggsy don't like it when people say no to the boss.
So, what? Your compatriots can't take a fight? And I want to, like, look at one of them that looks like they might actually be combat capable.
They understand what it means to follow a leader.
So you're just... Okay, so it's 5v1. Let's go.
No, I want to know what this is about. I understand what you're trying to say. Let's think ahead. You were always so good at that. Great, you've cleansed us, you've deprogrammed us.
Don't you understand, you inimitable buffoon? This is a game you can't win. And they're here to see you lose.
Read intentions?
Yeah, sure.
I'd love to know, I mean, I guess intentions, intentions for the scene is what I'm going to aim for, and then we'll go from there.
Resolve is 3.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, what do you think? I guess I asked about, like, thinking ahead and threw a little insult curveball stunt. Yes?
Sure.
Thoughts, feelings? Okay. Let's do it. I just want to know. Oh, yeah. Oh. Ooh. Okay. Okay. Sorry. 2 seconds. There we go. Okay. 7 successes.
His intentions for the scene are, and you'll be able to purchase additional things after this. He has 2 main goals. 1, I don't want to break my disguise. 2, I need you to understand that I don't want to break my disguise.
Sorry. It's such a... never mind. Sorry. This is for after. It's really funny.
Now, would you care for a read intentions? Well, you've already read intentions. Would you care for something else?
I suppose
Intimacies?
Yeah, I could purchase intimacies with some of those extra successes.
Lots of other things you can
But I think, oh boy, yeah boy, I would like to. Well, I'd like to set this person up for the next, social influence roll, which will lower their resolve.
Yep.
-1.
Yep.
And persuade. Oh God. I want to persuade him to, like, leave everyone else alone, but, like, that's like, sorry, let the others go, but that's not.
Who are the others?
The 4 other the people behind him. That just doesn't make sense.
Well, here's the thing.
Yeah.
If he dismisses them, and he that essentially means, like, I'm willing to be helpless.
To be killed. Yeah, exactly.
Which would break his disguise.
Exactly.
So he would, considering that's his objective for the scene.
Yeah, not gonna. Yeah.
Oh,
what?
You can still try the persuade, but I may drive a hard bargain,
Ooh.
or possibly just
nope.
Just say no. and then You
Unacceptable.
get some extra dice.
I like extra dice. I would love any thoughts from people at the table on this, because like
I think you should check for some intimacies.
Yeah, intimacies could be good. They could be useful in future. You could put -2 to his resolve instead of 1.
Pyres could help maybe connect some dots.
no, but like I think I understand.
Does Pyres understand? Does Pyres understand?
That's a
You
great.
can
Tell me truly.
dissuade him
That's a
from
great
something.
question.
If there's something you think he's doing that you want to dissuade him from.
You could convince him to give your weapons back in a show of good faith.
Instill a new intimacy of pirates.
Gilligood, do you know which page you have to have open?
Oh, delay, day.
Vieren. Kathak Vieren.
Actually, that's a really good idea.
Siantel.
Siantel. Yeah.
So,
Siantel
Yes.
and Flavian. Now Siantel is
Can
now tripled Scott.
Can I?
Just go for it, man.
No,
Be the fire aspect. of
No, it's
your
sorry.
soul.
I'm honestly just really like it's not an impossible situation, but I don't see a way out.
How about convince them to give us time to confer as a hearth to decide on the surrender?
Sorry. Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna quickly like I'm not gonna pause. I'm not gonna use a
Yeah.
pause card, but I'm gonna pause and I'm just gonna say he can't be alone,
Yeah.
but he wants to talk to us alone. So what's the out?
we need to surrender. That's the way to do it.
Fuck, let's fucking surrender then.
Yeah, okay.
What's the problem?
Yeah.
Well, it was a
You're,
Pyres
we're saying no.
We're putting up a good fight.
Yes. Just like we're
You still have something, so you can either persuade, dissuade, read intentions. You can buy another intimacy if you
Want some
want.
drinks.
Can I persuade him to return my weapons in a show of good faith?
As long as you're surrendering. It's not as if you're going to need them. They've never served you anyway.
Thanks, Supervillain. Whoa!
Tosses his weapon, your weapons back to you. Goes back and he looks at his pomegranate and he's like, oh, I've already bitten into this one. And he throws it out the same window that you previously yeeted his one out, and then he picks up a third and just...
What's happening?
He's acting like a total chode.
Look,
Got it.
I just need to know one thing, and I think it would be helpful for us all to understand how it is that it looked like you died and you didn't.
You just don't know the value of a good disguise.
Right.
Clearly, the games master has outwitted us. We have a lot we can learn from him.
That's some
Rip
good.
John.
That's good right there.
Rip John.
Come on.
Couldn't you tell how sincere I am, guys?
Your show of strength is pretty formidable.
Look, it's just shocking. Okay? I thought I saw you die in my arms.
Just a weak, pathetic man who thought he knew what was best. Do you honestly think I could be that? Now, embrace the light. The dragons will see you home.
You'll never be able to break us. You know that, right?
I guarantee I'll break you first. Kathak Pyres.
I like games.
Not as much as some. Your surrender, then?
We are clearly outmatched. We surrender.
It's gotta be you. When I saw you, when I heard you were here, I couldn't believe it. I thought it was someone, but
Welcome home, Oresta.
I'd like to sink to my knees And make a show of like relaxing.
Supplication?
Wow.
You're going to treat them as guests. Find them quarters upstairs. Let them stay together for now. Don't bother taking their weapons. They don't need them.
In the history books that will be written about House Cathak, they're just going to blot a page for you. Just a big, dark stain. That'll be you.
In the history of House Cathak, my name will echo forever. Take them away.
Fuck. Die! Last word.
Oh, I give Siantel her tea. All right.
Oh, wow.
Nice.
Now? Okay.
Yeah.
You've just been holding it this whole
Yeah.
time.
I've been holding 2 teas.
The 4 peel off, as Vieren has asked. There's quarters for you upstairs.
Thank you. I apologize for the disrespect. I had to make sure it was truly him.
I don't. Apologize, that is.
That's all right. History's written by the winners.
It will be.
They head upstairs, and they open a door to an opulent suite. Plenty of couches, and there's even a window that's overlooking. You can see all the way to your own home.
Oh, wow. The home I'm going to be
Can you
kicked
see
out
any
of
portraits?
very soon. No, it's definitely none of those.
There's
Oh, no,
just like
they've-
a big suspended like sculpture of
I was gonna
Moral.
say they
Entire
painted a mural.
Except
It's the fucking Leonard
Bust.
Cohen mural.
Oh my god, the whole
Like,
side of the house
yeah,
is like
exactly. With the
Moral.
top to
hat.
bottom just morale, yeah.
Just-
Fucking ridiculous.
Can we get you anything?
Refreshments, please.
I look at Flavian.
It's wise of you
She's
to
already
keep your
here.
strength up. Welcome home. Flavian is like, whatever you're thinking of bringing.
Food.
3 times. 3 times that amount. Okay. And they leave.
We're all on the same page now, right?
I'm gonna start checking the room for any, I don't know.
Surveillance devices.
Exactly, like what universe do I think I'm in? It's ridiculous. I'm not
I think that's a reasonable thing for you to
I'm gonna see if anyone can hear us from, like
We
I'm
have a
gonna see
bunch
how
of
thick the-
HCOC watching. That's not
see
unheard
how
of.
thick the walls are,
We'd like
how many
to
windows there are,
listen carefully to hear if there's anyone shuffling slightly outside the room.
Bingo.
If I can hear them breathing.
You have more than enough hearing for me to tell you
Okay.
that no one
Okay,
is
right.
bothing to listen to you.
I'm looking.
I
for
can
bugs.
double my. I can.
You-
add extra die. Oh.
You, in looking around this room, you notice that there's a few choice books that are left behind, some of which are written by Kanan himself,
Mhm.
but otherwise there's nothing, like there's no wonder here that could potentially be something that is worthy of your concern. There's a gateway board in here,
Excellent. I'm already heading to it.
and like taking your clothes off at the same time.
course.
Is there any
Gale?
paper and
Yeah, sure.
great? So I'm gonna take it and write down Brevin and just like show it to the room.
Yeah, and can someone tell me what the fuck is going on here?
I must admit, it's very frustrating that it seems that the priority seems to be that we have to lose, and we're going to have a talk with him about how that's not going to be the outcome. But in order for whatever game he's playing to continue, it made the most sense to let whoever those other 4 were think it was good. Because I think blowing his cover would have been...
Come in.
Door opens up and Vieren just takes one step in and closes the door.
Can you take that off?
Pyres starts to undo his shirt.
No.
You weren't talking to. I'm just kidding. Sorry.
It's just like back in the old days all
Tries to
over
take
again.
off
You
his
take that
shirt,
off? Oh,
leaving
so you
nothing
didn't
but
mean
a
me.
bow.
Yeah, of course.
Oh, it's so good.
It would take time to reassemble the disguise.
All right, so how do we change the trajectory? I know it's like nice that you've got yourself all set up here and you're super cool and like all influential and shit, but that's not gonna fly.
It's not going to last for much longer.
I want to go up to him and check his hair. Like, just, like, really rudely start, like, poking at his hairline and...
Whoa.
The disguise that he has on is incredible. Immaculate, even. One might say flawlessly impenetrable.
One might say this. Mightn't one?
However, if you roll your finesse stealth...
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Finesse. Stealth.
Does poking the wig count as any kind of...
Sure, it's a stunt.
Oh.
You're going up and poking at him.
Yeah. Never had much respect for him.
That is true.
That's 6 successes.
Yeah, you can tell that there's a disguise in place here.
I can't tell who's under it.
No.
So we have to take him at his word. Could be a double bluff. A triple disguise.
With how good he was at getting under Pyres' skin, I'm sorry.
Oof.
It's true.
What?
It was very effective.
Look, we've all taken risks before. Somehow, traveling all together out of the House of Bells is less risky than what you're doing right now. What are you thinking?
We're supposed to leave here with your head.
And you will.
Eque?
Ah, yes. High realm.
When did you learn Dragon Tongue?
Vieren would recognize this. Anyway, sorry, yeah.
What would you prefer? That the story gets out, Vieren dies a martyr in the House of Bells,
No.
killed by an anathema? Or that he's discovered and destroyed here?
Okay, what are we discovering since when last your cronies heard we were surrendering?
He picks up, he pulls out one of the trunks that's in this room, flips it open, and he pulls out a brown sack and just drops it with a thud
Oh, is it like
against
a really,
the ground.
It's like a really
it's
wet...
like a wet thud.
Oh, God.
I'm going to look inside.
Of course you are.
There's like a cheesecake inside. It's like a really nice cheesecake,
Yeah.
but it's made with like dairy.
Oh.
Like no, not dairy. The opposite of dairy. The thing that you eat. I don't know.
It's a
not
Daya
cashews?
cheesecake.
Yeah, sure. Bit of cashew.
Cashew
Flavienne
cheesecake.
buries her face in it, I imagine.
Oh no.
Oh,
God.
God, Flavienne.
I wouldn't look in there if I were you.
I look in it.
It's Vieren.
Great.
It's head. Just his head.
It's Vieren. Head.
Head.
So good. Yes, can confirm. I poke at the hairline. I gotta be sure.
There's smells inside the bag that seems to be preserving it.
God. Oh, it's horrible.
Yes, this is him. This is he.
We're just doing what we can. We weren't able to think ahead in that moment.
There are people here who are looking for you. I don't know why.
Because there's a civil war starting on the Blessed Isle.
They're looking for you. Always playing second fiddle. Siontel and Flavienne.
He's just a little mad
And
that
more.
they left his fang. I get it.
Oh. I mean, he would be.
Salty
He
boy.
pretended to forget them.
Hey, I have that in common with him.
Yes.
You don't have to use that. But since being here, I've heard a little more about what Vieren's been planning. All along.
Do tell.
I think that he always intended to look like he had died at the House of Bells. He'd already recently updated his will. He'd written a letter saying what would happen if he weren't to come back. I don't think he actually intended to die. I don't think he intended to face off against an anathema. I think he intended to face off against you and win.
Have you seen his will?
Yes.
Where is it?
It's downstairs.
Would we be able to see it?
I'll be able to get it for you, yeah. But I can tell you right now, he just leaves everything he owns to Fokuf.
Certainly ties them, even if that's not actually the
I
case.
need
It
to check to see if there's a hidden message as well.
lends credence to his connection.
Problem is, he's leaving everything to Fokuf instead of other members of his house. He's giving things up to Tippet. And I think that that's where this starts to get complicated.
House Katak is already out for his blood, as you might expect. He's betrayed the house, or at least made a move before they were ready, perhaps?
I believe in this version of creation he's known as Chosen. I think.
Phillison.
Vieren has a lot of supporters. Some of which are in your house, but that's his hold is starting to slip ever since it became known that you two survived. That's why people are trying to find you. I think they're trying to find out whether Vieren is guilty or you are. They're looking for taint. Anathema taint.
Excuse me.
That is a perfectly legitimate.
It is absolutely.
Correct.
You immature fuck.
I was looking at Liz on the video
God damn it.
and waiting for her to crack first.
No.
Oh, in third edit. Oh, that's different. Oh, fuck. Okay, he's mortal.
Okay.
It doesn't actually change.
Oh, so I can just like
Yeah.
Yeah,
take
let's
his head off.
kill him.
Yeah, let's just kill the regent.
Face
Rah,
on.
rah,
Sure,
rah.
that won't have any repercussions at all.
Apparently.
Yeah, I was confused that I missed that.
Hey, we're the queens of repercussions. Let's keep going. What's a few more?
They don't know about certain people. And here he's looking directly at Gale Whispered. That hasn't got out yet.
Liz question. Is he inferring?
Bracken.
Thank you very much.
Brainwave. Oresta's interjecting. So I've seeded the whole, like, oh, I saw you die to an anathema, and you're like, haha, that was just a clever disguise, and I want to fuel that story with the fact that Vieren also faked whoever this anathema was. That he was faking the presence of anathema. Does that seem like something we can work with?
I'm not certain. Are you saying this aloud?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, this is Oresta sharing her thoughts with the
Okay. Like,
Yeah, sorry.
We have to undo as much of his influence as he has.
I'm already working on that.
there's a lot of people in creation who believe what he has to say, and I'll be honest with you, he was right. There were anathema at the House of Bells.
And do you think it was right to kill all the students?
Of course not.
A stopped clock. Do we have clocks in creation? Fuck it. A stop clock is right twice a day.
Twice a day.
Tell me, are you corrupted?
I feel like I've never seen things more clearly in my entire life.
Do you believe that what she taught you is for the good of the realm or for her?
It's interesting. I believe it was for the good of me. And I will continue to serve the realm. And me, thinking clearly, being fully in my own mind, and not indoctrinated, is the best way I can serve the realm.
There are also stopped clocks. They cared about the students, whatever else was going on with them.
Your plan relies on Vieren losing his credibility.
Yes.
I'm working on it.
If he's lost his credibility, then it might work. We may be able to convince people that Anathema were never there. But that's burying a secret. And if he was correct, if there are truly Anathema here, if they are here to destabilize the realm, then we may be doing more harm to the realm than even Vieren did.
No.
No.
There are greater threats to the realm.
Making Vieren a champion, making Vieren correct.
I agree. It would be worse. Bury this secret.
It tells people that the correct method to destroy Anathema is to sacrifice everything. They've already sacrificed the next generation of the Wild Hunt, and all the next years to come. We've already lost huge amounts of our forces. He's undermined our ability to fight them. No. We need to be strong together. We don't need some hero, some martyr. We need our forces together. That is what makes us strong. We are the chosen of the dragons. We do not act alone. We act together.
Shit. Yeah.
Thanks, Fringe.
No, but honestly. Damn. Really bad.
I'm not certain that I'd be able to destroy my own reputation. Not without revealing that I'm not who I say I am.
No. So we have to whisper amongst ourselves in hearing of someone about how clever it was. Let people accidentally overhear things that you've confided in us before you're gone.
Why couldn't we get you another disguise?
It isn't about the disguise. If I start acting too rashly, as I am now, that will encourage people to look into who I truly am. They may realize that Vieren died at the House of Bells, and that an imposter took his place, which means everything that I have done will be for nothing, only to strengthen his legend.
But then the alternative is, as we spread these truths about you, for you to disappear. It can't have you shouting it down.
The only correct time for me to die is when I'm already worth nothing. So I have to stay here and be Vieren until whatever you have cooked up works, and then whatever you have cooked up spreads.
Still, I'd like our facts to align. And so, should Vieren meet someone that he really truly would confide his master workings at the House of Bells in, the master workings was not only that he was disguised.
I know who his second in command was. You killed him at the House of Bells, a sorcerer, if I don't miss my guess. And then Siantel's like, never mind. You can have this one.
Yeah.
He's mostly shaken, or he was mostly shaken by the loss of Moral. And I don't know where she is. I've tried looking for her. People keep bringing her up, asking where she is. For some reason, she's incredibly important to all this, and I don't know why. I haven't been able to figure it out.
People seem to think that House Cathak is the hinge upon which the throne will pivot.
I don't believe that's true either.
We have the forces.
I think that Cathak is, in its own way, positioning itself well, but I think there are spoiler houses. Ladal, maybe. I've heard rumors of other things. I've heard rumors that houses that were forgotten may not be.
Where did these rumors come from? Where are you hearing them? Where are they speaking?
It's the Fang of the Lost Hand all over again. We're the boogeyman, and yet we're real.
There's another member of your house. Somebody who's close to Kanan. Zadal.
Zindel.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
Have you been in contact with her?
No.
Has
She
written
doesn't
here?
trust me.
Nor should she. Sorry.
How do you know she doesn't trust you?
Because I've asked to speak with her and she has refused.
Interesting.
Kanan doesn't seem to want to get involved between Vieren and...
Do you know where she's staying presently?
She's with Kanan now.
She's with the regent.
Yes.
That's interesting. If the regent was in Vieren's pocket, they might be in danger, no?
It's possible.
Have to believe that Kanan is stronger than that.
I do. I'm just... It's the cornered lion that's the most dangerous. Something like that. If we found Morale and brought her to you, would she then be someone you would be able to divulge things to?
I can pretend to be Cathek here. I can pretend to be Vieren here, and people will believe me. But Morale was with him right in the final few days of his life. Days that I have no idea what happened.
Right.
I wouldn't be able to maintain this disguise around her.
No, of course. But then she would know.
Can we trust her? As much as her moral compass wavered.
I don't know. I think she would do anything for the realm.
Too much of a risk.
I agree. How can we accelerate the destruction of your reputation? No offense.
Gale's got something cooking?
I'm using Gateway.
What?
I'm using Gateway.
Oh, I heard you that.
Because of course you are.
Makes sense.
Yes.
We all play to our strengths.
It's my own revenge against Vieren. We have a score to settle.
Sorry.
I'll tell you about it later.
I can't have you escape from here. I don't need you to be on the run. And I can't have you stay here. You need to be able to get out and do what you need to do.
You are bringing us into the fold. We are your guests here, but you trust that we will return to the nest?
Or perhaps there's a prison somewhere else abroad?
I need collateral. I need collateral to ensure your cooperation as you leave.
I have nothing to give you that I would willingly part with.
And he looks out the window towards your family pavilion.
What, like his parents?
Yes.
You could just keep me.
No. You're too valuable to be kept here.
I don't know if you understand. I can't even show my face there because you're still alive. Now you want me to turn them over to you?
No.
What is...
No. I
Poor Pyres.
that we would be trying it your way.
Uh-huh.
We promised that he would be dealt with within a few days. So, do you think they'll continue to put faith in us?
Frankly, Oresta, no, I don't.
All right, well,
In you, maybe.
How did your conversation with your parents go, by the way?
I do not want to talk about it.
Okay.
I mean,
Gathered.
they're obviously more experienced than I am, but their wrists are smaller than my fists, so...
Whoop. Shit.
How about your father? Is he the combatant?
I'm gonna say that my
Your father has
Y-
become a
like-
little bit of a, he's let himself go somewhat. Now that he's served his time in the legions and he no longer needs to focus on that so much.
Look, let me just
He'd
beg.
be played by David Harbour in the movie, okay?
Let me beg and ingratiate myself and be like, oh, you're so wonderful. Please do this for me. I promise I'll be good.
This is not a situation that I am enjoying.
You think I do? I'm looking at this face.
No, it's not. Wow, burn.
Sorry, but not.
It's true, but I would much
You have to
rather
see it in the mirror.
walk out to the square and hold that aloft, and I point at the head.
Yeah. Soon.
Maybe you should.
Few days. Few days.
I have to defer to people who aren't just going to take the direct approach all the time. It's getting me into a lot of trouble.
Pyres. If you had taken the direct approach, think about where we could have been.
Dead together at the House of Bells?
And he loses his cool a little bit.
Sure.
Walks forward, just thunks a finger directly into Pyres' chest.
Ow.
All this time that we spent growing up together at the House of Bells, and you could never just admit, you could never just be who you needed to be. And instead we had to stand on opposite sides. And then, of course, you and I pitted together right at the beginning, and we fell into Vieren's trap. We could have been working together if you'd only told me how you felt. Right from the start.
Yeah. But who I am is stupid. That's who I am.
What? And then
Who
Siantel just like looks at you like, what?
No, you're not.
Vieren looks at you and she's just like,
That's my ally. That's my girl. Okay.
I bought that.
There you
I
go.
bought that.
That's
Oh my God.
worth it.
Oh, God.
Oh God. This this isn't a pity party. I don't
this isn't about pity, Pyres. Tell me. Just tell me.
mm.
Don't make excuses.
Okay. I find you right now disgusting. But that's just the face you wear. Underneath this face is someone who I loathe and am incredibly attracted to. Because I believe that you are, or maybe I once believed that you were the key to my future. Do you see what's going on in my head? I am confused all the time.
What is your future, Pyres?
I'm gonna pick up a pillow and fucking tear it in half. I do not
There's
know.
feathers everywhere.
I don't know. I don't know. I think it's to confront my sister. I think it's to work together somehow with her to secure this realm against outside and internal threats. I think it's to support these incredible people with this face. And these, and I point at my abs.
Vieren and Siantel just like, once again.
And that,
Kick
like all
rocks.
these, oh, fuck shit. All right, these people too. Oh God, this is terrible. That's the future I see for myself.
And to think that I was attracted to you.
Yeah, it's crazy, right?
But not because of this. And she like points at your immaculate body.
Stop. Immaculate. I'm blushing. I'm a fire aspect.
I think we're a bit fucked up.
Hey, I'm apparently becoming a sister, so you know.
Really?
Yeah.
Congratulations. I hear it's a very good family.
Yes.
She made a good impression.
I missed a lot, didn't I?
We have to catch up, I guess.
It's okay. I can ask my new mommy and daddy to come stay with us. Sorry, that really pisses you off, doesn't it?
No, I'm just really looking forward to the part where you say, oh, and make sure you stay in this room, lock the door, and throw away the key. That's going to be a lot of fun. That's going to be great.
They're smart.
Yeah.
They're going to understand that this is a play.
Okay. I don't know if I understand if it's a play, honestly.
Do you know what I saw yesterday? I can tell you.
No, I don't actually.
Yesterday, I saw
The romance.
a young woman try her very best to do something that she had never done before. I saw her try. It was very, very difficult for her to walk out and interact with strangers, to try and convince them of something, playing a game so dangerous that it could have the entire fate of creation hanging in its balance, in the balance of a game. I saw all that yesterday. Do you know why that was special?
It was new?
Not because it was new. Because she did something because she thought it was the right thing to do. And she did not necessarily believe that her own shortcomings could get in the way.
What if the shortcomings did get in the way, though? They didn't.
Do you honestly think that the realm will be saved because you're too worried about your own shortcomings?
No. No, I guess not.
You might have to kill your sister.
Oh, great. No, not the other one.
You might have to convince your sister to be on your side. If you ever call yourself stupid again, I'm going to put your head through a wall.
I'll help.
Deal. Make a note of that.
If you ever hurt my friend again, I will treat you as I have treated bullies all of my life.
Oh.
She's gonna kill you.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah.
As soon as we destroy Vieren's reputation, there's going to be a vacuum. There's going to be people who need purpose, who need to know how to fight the threats facing the realm. That's what we need to handle. That's what we need to be looking forward to. We need to provide them with that purpose. I'm jumping ahead a few steps, I know.
They're going to need someone to look up to. Someone with very good hair.
They're going to need a leader.
Oh, I can't see your hair yet, sorry.
They're going to need a hero.
I'm sure we'll find one by then. Kidding. I say to Vieren. As she's like, I take out a scrap of bread and I'm like, yeah. Whoa! I'm just going to start carrying little scraps of bread around, honestly.
Now, why don't you tell your parents that we need to buy a few days to complete our investigation and follow some leads. Speak to some contacts we have in the city about Vieren's wrongdoings and assemble a case against him. Once we have assembled a case, it will be presented before a tribunal of peers. In the meantime, to buy us this time, they need to agree to stay here. How does that sound?
Sounds like a suicide mission, Gale. I'm up for it.
Welcome to the last 3 months of our lives, Pyres.
Thank you. I'm so glad to be joining you. That's crazy. It is. It's absolutely ridiculous. It will never work, and we have to try it.
If I'd told you that I was going to impersonate a member of your house and live inside the matriarch's palace, would you have considered that sane? They took our home, bit by bit, and then all at once. You're not going to get away with it. Are you going to be the one to let them get away with it?
No. We're gonna take him down. Can I give you like a mild warning?
Like a medium spicy?
Yeah, like a you find it in the never mind. Find it next to the mild salsa. If my mother sees you, she's going to pull you apart by each of your individual joints.
She won't see me.
I don't know if that's true,
Good.
Pyres.
She's very spicy.
We're not at the House of Bells anymore.
No.
We have to play politics.
Yes.
Everything is in a very delicate balance right now.
I
but-
don't know if that really is how she's feeling.
You think a high-ranking member of House Cathak would attack another one
She flipped a table
at the
at
House
a
of
dinner.
the...
That's like Tuesday. Wait, no one would have said that.
She flipped a table in her own house. This is different.
I just think we should be
She's smart.
prepared.
Exactly.
You saw the wig. We can't trust that she wouldn't.
I'm not saying like have dinner with her. I'm just saying I don't think she's going to try to attack you. I think she
Oh,
has
not
the
us,
position she had.
But him.
Yes, that's what
Oh,
I meant
yeah,
when I said
yeah.
yeah.
No, she wanted us to kill him at all costs. Like,
Yes.
literally wanted his head.
Okay, that's interesting news, but you, not her. I just think that I didn't meet her. It's true. But I don't think somebody would act that rashly. They can yell and scream behind closed doors all they want, but what they do while people are watching is another thing.
Well, in here, would anyone be watching? You know?
Yes. Always. Right?
Always.
Hmm.
But that doesn't mean that I have to be here. Just that she has to be here. Vieren can go away for a few days. I'm going to let you figure it out. I'm going to be back here in an hour.
Okay.
We'll see what you have to say then.
Hey. This isn't a trick, is it? Just tell me if it's a trick.
I meant what I said. The last thing that I told you.
Okay.
He leaves the room.
I would like to linger by the door and look wistfully after him as he walks down the hall, hoping that there are other people around to see that.
No,
Oh, nice.
there aren't.
Oh well.
Oh,
There aren't. But
Well.
he looks back and Brevin is confused. Did
My gaze hardens briefly at him when he looks back, and then when he turns around again, I go back to being like, oh.
that's really funny.
Did I have a chance? Oh, nope. Never mind.
Nope, whoop, whoop.
Nope. Right down here. So it's the 5 of you.
Yep.
So, I created a new gateway strategy, an opening, based around what happened at the House of Bells.
Oh. Oh, and I bet it's how much, wait. But it was chaos, destruction.
Well, you may have heard of the great commander Vieren's successful attack on the House of Bells.
Yeah, we've heard
It
of
was
yeah.
so great that it inspired a gateway play called Vieren's Sacrifice.
disgusting.
Mm-hmm.
I can't believe that.
A double envelopment using the vanguard to attack both flanks. That represents the 1st and the 7th years, the students. So it's a very aggressive play using the students. The Sorcerer Second units attempt to weaken the enemy flank. Meanwhile, the rear guard reserve is being used solely to defend the throne piece. He was defending himself at all cost.
I hate that he's managed to get he's already become a hero in the realm.
Well, anybody who knows what it's based on, the throne looks pretty stupid.
Wait, what do you mean?
Well, I'm just saying the play is a very dishonorable one. And
Oh.
it's ridiculous. You're attacking solely with the vanguard. you can win because it catches people off guard.
So you're saying it's not a good strategy?
No. It's only good because it's new and novel and people don't know it. But people will know it.
Okay.
And then I'm going to introduce the counterplay. That's why I did this.
What?
It's like doing that. The first time someone does that to you, you fall for it.
Yeah.
Happens again. Maybe again. Eventually, you learn just like you did. You looked at me first before you looked away.
I did.
I think that's what she's doing.
Yeah,
Just way smarter and way
happened
more gateway
A few
like.
more times to me in the past.
I just needed a day to myself, really, to come up with it.
You needed time away from us?
No, I just needed time away from like the excitement that follows you. What happened while you were away from me, Pyres?
We don't have to stay together.
No,
every
that's
day.
not what I meant, Pyres.
Are
It's
you sure?
we have been trapped on a ship
It's
together
okay
for like a
to
solid.
need space.
If anything,
But
we've
yes,
learned in the
apparently
past
I've been
2 years.
adopted, Gale.
Hey.
Apparently, you changed your hair color,
I did.
and I got a new family.
I didn't mean to imply that I don't like being around you.
Okay.
It's just it's been a very sudden shift from having like a lot of this time to now having a lot of this time.
Sometimes you just gotta like live from the gut, you know? Like on impulse. Just like do something.
That's what this was.
This incredibly detailed strategic play was just from the heart, from the gut. Is that what you're...
Yes.
Among other things. Mostly up here.
Ah, okay.
Cientel was kind enough to help me practice.
Flavienne
Over and
just like
over.
like snorts into her drink for a second and starts coughing and puts her glass down.
Yeah, she's... I mean, I know I'm not great at Gateway either, but Siontel's not like... No offense.
She's very, very, very good.
Oh, that's news to me, honestly. Again, sorry, I don't mean anything by it. I just like... That's really cool, actually. My...
I think it's Oresta who's actually the second best gateway player in the...
I think so.
I don't know.
Oh, maybe. I don't know. I have war.
All right, there's only one way to find out.
Yay. No.
Another
Tournament!
I mean, yeah, you can like teach us the moves and we can help spread it, I guess.
Oh, I was hoping you'd say that.
Oh,
Right,
God.
we're gonna spread it.
Oh no, Requiem, no.
Oh no.
Oh, no.
Oh God. So upsetting.
My mother saw in Oresta the possibility of, a child that could actually like lead and be.
Not be at all like her because she hates herself, so of course she's gonna hate any reflection of herself in her offspring. You don't realize
Oh my
that.
God.
You don't realize that.
She hates herself.
I mean, I don't know if she hates herself, but
No, this is brilliant. Like, I think Pyres is literally having like a little brainwave moment. Wow.
she also thinks that by being tough on you, it'll make you stronger.
Well, that's probably true. I'm sure that's how you became so tough. Right?
Yeah. Her dad just like giving her novels and like la 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 la.
Oh, that's so pleasant.
You know, Pyres, I know it's been a while since I said this, but you can turn this to your advantage. It's very useful to have someone underestimate you. Use it.
Yeah, you keep saying to use it. I find it really difficult to have someone respect you because they undervalue you.
Why do you need to have them respect you?
Well, that's so that she'll do things. Like how am I supposed to turn it to... I can't turn it to my advantage. If she thinks I'm worthless, then there's no point
you need
in...
to determine what you want from them first. And then you determine if you can best achieve that through their respecting you or through their not fearing you.
Yeah.
What would you like your parents to do?
Treat me like their son. That'd be nice.
Oh.
Cientel just like levels a look at Pyres for a long moment.
Gale's gonna like go over and sit next to him at that. Yeah, I don't have an answer for that one.
Hey, you want to talk about it?
None of us were brought up by our parents.
That's true.
One of us was.
That's more true, actually.
Even then, we're not just brought up by our parents, we're brought up by the society around us. The Scarlet Empress herself reached into your crib, cradled you to her bosom, and whispered the wonders of the realm. But through every other person who interacted with you. Every book you read. You did read books, right?
On occasion.
Your parents might not love you, but they can at least respect you.
That's what it is. I say, treat me like their son. I know that that's not our lot in life. Like, I know that.
I heard a story once. People with no money love their kids.
Yeah, right.
Wait, what?
They just don't have the power to send them off to school to not have to look at them for 15 years.
Truth.
You alright there, man? You okay there, bud? You gonna be alright, champ?
Yeah. Okay. It's one more person. No, that's not true. It's one person who's telling me the thing that I think to myself. Sorry, have thought to myself. That's what it is. That's what bothers me. That's what I want her to stop doing. She's saying the things to me that I think are true.
Go and talk to your family. Why are you telling us?
Because we're his friends?
Yeah, what?
See, Untel just, keeps looking at... And she turns and she walks over and she just pulls bread out of Flavian's hand and just starts eating it herself.
Them's fighting words.
Flavian just, knocks her face.
Aches out.
All the way out the window, yeah.
Drop kicks her.
Shit.
Can we use that as collateral?
I will. I'm going. I'm not gonna tell her that, and then in the same breath ask her to do this thing, this plan.
No, I think the respect might need to be earned later.
Yeah.
I think you can actually achieve them coming here better if they think you've failed. If they think you need more time. They think we weren't powerful enough and mighty enough to best him in this first try.
So we're supposed to look weak to them?
Why not? It's useful for now.
Odd, I feel like I only got their respect because I looked strong.
Okay, in that case, it's a politically savvy move. We don't have enough evidence built up against him. We need to buy time.
Yeah.
We need them here to help us buy
Yeah.
time.
Yeah, we need their help. I don't know. I've never met a woman like her. I don't know how to react to her. I'm worried she's gonna flare up and run off and slash his head off, and then we'll be in a lot of trouble.
Well, then we need to think of some other collateral, because...
I'm certain that Pyres could take her.
Okay.
Go kill your mom for us. With kindness or with swords.
That feels like a very interesting piece of collateral for Vieren. I'm kidding. Yeah. Guess that's what I'm gonna do.
Go for it. Jump out the window. It would look really cool.
How high are we?
3 stories up. You could land that easy.
Nice. I guess I'm gonna look back towards everyone and be like, okay.
Are you jumping out a window? What? What's happening?
Vieren told me to.
Oh, so you do everything Vieren tells you to.
Yeah.
Can you give me a command too?
I'm sorry?
Can you give me a command too?
You're getting...
Oh, no, I'm good. Thank you.
Make sure that... I'm not the strategist. Just...
I'm going. Where are we going to go once we have this freedom to move around, not be imprisoned? To the Regent.
We have lodgings.
Yeah, but we need Zindel.
We'll find her.
It's a long trip.
No. We'll find Zindel, but we have to continue to discredit Vieren here.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll think of something. And yeah, I'm going to look back and give everyone like a curt nod, and then I'm gonna jump out the window.
Superhero landing? We've already had the question.
Yeah, okay, it's gonna be superhero landing.
Is anybody going with him?
I guess I'm gonna like lean my head out after him and be like,
Yes, please. Yee!
I want to
else?
look back up at the window and like see if anyone else pokes their head out.
No.
I poke my head out and just say,
Excuse me.
Do you want me to leave you two alone?
what? Oh, here? That's not a good idea, I don't think.
Oh, wow.
You can't hear this.
No, sorry, no.
Oresta can.
Rest again. That just
Creepy.
goes without saying.
So you're headed back?
I
Yeah.
guess so.
When you get back to the pavilion,
Oh,
unless there's something
No,
else
no.
that you were looking to do?
Yeah, I need to fuck up my face.
you want it. What's our plan?
The plan is I couldn't best him in combat, and we reached an agreement. That's the plan.
So the plan is you're going to lie to your mom?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna lie to my. Well, no. Sorry. I don't have to do this, but like, yes, technically, I'm gonna lie to her by saying, please.
Yeah.
We need time to like do this investigation. Like, yeah. I mean, sorry, not the punching
Yeah.
in the face thing.
I mean, that's pretty much true. We do need time to.
Yeah, we do need time. That's true. That's true. We need time.
Jesus.
So
So.
why do we want to make it look like you're weaker than him?
She wanted me to go. Oh God.
So my thought is
Oh, nauseous. Yeah. No, I'm good. Sorry.
That she wants blood. We're asking her to wait just a little longer so that not only will we kill him, but he will also be discredited. Because in this meeting we found out that he has allies and too many people that like him, that believe him, that if we show up and kill him, it weakens our stance and strengthens his. So if they can be patient, we can not only weaken him, dissuade people from looking up to him,
Mm-hmm.
and I can promise to give her his head, quite literally. On a platter if she really wants.
If she really wants it to. That's exactly what we said would happen, though. Right? It's exactly what we said.
Yeah,
That he would be surrounded with allies and that it would be foolish to try to attack him. She's not going to see that as not having tried. I'm going to do my best to persuade her that it's important. I might embellish the truth a little bit. I hope that's okay.
I'll play with it. I just don't think that you looking like you got bested is going to help you in her eyes.
Right. No, that makes sense. That we played it smart. I guess. Yeah, okay.
You told her you wanted to talk to him, not fight him. That's what you told her at the dinner table.
Like I said.
So we did your plan. We played it your way, and it's working.
Every time I do something for her, it's just a disaster. That's all this is. It's just
Oh,
that I'm going to do something, it's going to be a
everything
disaster again.
Everything we've been doing has been a disaster.
Oresta, truer words. Okay.
We did it your way.
Yeah. Yeah.
You got this. She's good at getting under your skin.
I'm not going to let her do that.
You'll try not to.
You're only
Prince of the earth.
dragon-blooded human.
Yeah, you're a fire aspect. That's one of your weaknesses.
That is true.
That's okay.
We're going to go and find Dawan, my father.
He's wandering around the pavilion along with his students.
I need to speak with you. I'm sorry to disrupt your class.
Run along. Pyres needs to speak his mind, so this could take 30 seconds or 30 days.
We need you.
What do you need?
We're about to go talk to Mother. You understand.
Better than you, perhaps.
Probably much better than me. We have information about him. He's here. And he's already amassed loyal followers. Here in my Eon and abroad.
What can I do for you?
If you need to be the softer hand in convincing her that this is the right thing to do,
What is the right thing to do?
I need you both to stay at Kathak Kinan's.
Sold. They have better food than we have here.
What? Oh. Oh. Just like that.
We're pretending to play along. But
You don't have to convince me, you have to convince her.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to be much help in that respect. I've agreed to go. I see no reason why it wouldn't work. This is just another diplomatic mission. But I'm not going to help you. This is something you have to do with her.
You're right.
If you want your head up on that wall,
I think it might outshine yours. Just kidding. I'm kidding. We don't have that kind of relationship, do we? Sorry.
it's fine. But you are going to have to convince her.
Yeah.
And it's not going to be stronger coming from me. She's in her garden.
thank you.
Thank you.
We're going to talk about fruit! And he scurries after his students.
Fun fact about pomegranates. Doot, 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 doot.
They fly.
They look an awful lot like blood. We're gonna head to the Zen Garden.
She's once again standing in that reflective pose on top of one of the rocks. The rocks have been rearranged since yesterday, still in perfect harmony with each other.
I'd like to just very calmly and quietly kind of almost glide along the ground and just gently step up onto another rock. Just try to calm my heart and stand there.
Yeah, I'm gonna move on to a rock close to his and just sit cross-legged on top.
Is he dead?
He is not. It is better news, Mother.
Better for who?
For us.
I'm listening.
If you want his head on a platter, in a few days, we can deliver.
You can consider that a promise.
But what we need is time.
Not to get his head. That we could do.
He surrounded himself with allies, people who will spread word of his honor. What we are going to do is break him, bit by bit. His reputation. He will be nothing more than an ink stain in the book of House Cathak.
You want us to be celebrated for taking him down. We want to assure that it is met with celebration from every voice we can add.
We've already started discussing with other people, powerful people here in Mayon. I'm referring to these guys, but anyway. It's already afoot. We just need time. Stay at his pavilion. Well, Kenan's. Stay there while we leave the city, briefly. I promise you the victory that our house will achieve, it won't just be the destruction of Vieren. It will be the eradication of his name from history. I promise you, Mother, you and I, well, me, anyway, I'll secure us status, and I will secure us. We'll be on the side of right.
My boy, you may have just won your first real test. But let me ask you one question. Here, in a garden meant for us to think and contemplate, are you taking this path because it is easier, or because there is something you are not telling me?
It is not easier. But I'm not keeping a secret from you. It is because it is more... Yeah.
No, go ahead.
I have more to say. You taught me that the most direct approach, the most forceful approach, was often the best approach. You also taught me that sometimes patience is what secures the day. And I'm going to, gesture to this garden.
Read intentions.
Yeah, sure.
What is your current resolve?
My current resolve is 4. There it is. Mm-hmm.
Do you have an intention for the scene that you could let us know about?
Yeah, I can. My intention for this scene is to convince her to stay at Cathak Canan's house to give us time to undo Vieren. That is legitimately my goal in this scene.
I will go. And I will be the perfect guest. And then I will see the moment that you unravel his web of lies. You've done well. I'll make preparations immediately.
The realm needs strength.
No. The realm has strength. The realm needs you.
Shit.
And she turns and she starts walking through the garden, which means that she is stomping on the raked lines in the sand.
I'm gonna assume a pose like Oresta's as well. on a rock. So then, she'll make the preparations.
Was that too easy?
Sometimes Oresta... No, sorry.
God damn it!
God fucking... Sometimes you have to treat life like a... Anyway.
Gale Whispered, the door to your suite.
Agreed.
I've been writing a letter.
Sorry.
To whom?
To Zindel.
Okay. We'll listen to it in a second.
Cool. Come in.
You can still speak in a sec.
Door opens up, and a man walks in. Not the same of the four who were down below. Seems to be a relatively well-appointed gentleman. Not clearly a prince of the earth, but just nods a little bit to you. He seems somewhat deferent. I was looking for a gateway player that I was told was here. And then he looks up and he points at Siantel. You, I'm here. I wish to learn. Siantel just like looks at you and then looks at herself and she's like, oh fuck.
Yeah. Uh-oh.
What is it that you wish to learn? What do you want? I wish to learn how to beat my friends. I've lost a lot of money. I know that I am asking too much, but as a fellow student of the game, do you think that it's possible that you could teach me this new way to play? Santel's like, yes, I can teach you. And she pulls a board. How did you know to come here? He looks nervous and he starts twiddling his fingers.
How did you know?
A woman sent me here. A woman who said that the greatest gateway player in the realm was here.
What did this woman look like?
He gives quite an exact description of Bracken.
Oh, I'm touched. She could never say it to my face, though.
Did you say that out loud?
No.
Okay.
Just for you.
Well, if anybody here can teach you, it's her.
Let me tell you about Vieren's sacrifice. She sits down and she starts going through the motions, looking like she's entirely confident at what she's doing. And every once in a while, when she's past the opening move, she just glances up at you to see if there's like an indication of what move she should make next.
So Gale grabs
really funny,
pieces of bread behind, like she just kind of like covertly like starts tearing up little pieces, creates like a sort of approximation of the board, starts like line.
Actually adorable.
Yeah, you're sitting behind the guy, right?
Yeah.
For your services, I
Breadsticks.
after he thoroughly loses the game, he stands up. I can't believe that you granted me an audience. Here, I'm to give you this. And he reaches out and he has a flag piece in his hand that's a replica of your board. I was told that he's offering it to Siantel, by the way.
Yeah.
I was told that if I were to give this to you, that I could get the lesson I needed. Maybe now I'll finally be able to win back what I lost. The strategy is unbeatable, isn't it? Vieren's sacrifice, no one can beat it yet.
It will definitely take some consideration. I don't know much about the game myself, but
This is a good bluff.
this strategy is completely new. The moment no one's been able to come up with a counter. Whoever can is truly a master of the game. Fuck.
Yeah. Thank you again. I'm truly in your debt. And he starts bowing, and then he backs out of the door. And Siantel looks at Gale Whispered. It's already starting to get out.
That was one of the hottest things I've ever seen.
Oh.
Just
Anyway, continue.
putting that out there. Yes, it is.
Yeah, just saying. Yeah, whatever.
Yes. And I'll give it a few more days. No, I'll give it one more day. And then we'll start to introduce the counter. We don't really have enough time for it to spread further than that.
You know what's going to happen.
What?
If you wait a few days, the opening will spread before the counter does. Which means that it'll give it a chance to move right across the Blessed Isle itself. The counter will follow it. Like a dog chasing.
You think they should both be introduced?
I think that people have to learn to love Vieren before they can learn to hate him.
I just don't think we have enough time. We're trying to discredit him in 3 days.
I'll trust you. This isn't the war that we're going to win if we're going to be timid.
Maybe we can buy ourselves more time. Time enough for her to get in contact. And I show my letter.
You want to...
Yeah, it's just a short letter. P&O secured, safe at the inn in Maion. They await contact from you, but are anxious of being idle for long. I has yet to show its face. And it's signed V. Ravone. So I'm
Not V for
hoping...
Vieren,
Yes.
just to be clear.
No,
Yeah,
V
okay.
for Vone.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you for that.
Yeah.
And I'm hoping to, forge his handwriting as best I could, because I was peeking through his stuff.
I mean, you can do that quite easily. You
have
have
his
more than enough stats for that.
Sweet.
Stats.
If we can't go to her, maybe she can come to us.
We have to start making strong moves. If there's anything that I've learned about your style of play, staying on the defensive means that you're waiting to lose.
So what's Excelsi doing right now, I wonder?
Maybe it's time we found out.
What did you have in mind?
Another bold move. I think I might... reach out just as long as we're getting family reunions going.
If you never wanted to reunite this particular family again, you would get no pushback from me.
I care about you. And I know that you care about me. But we have to care about the realm too.
Okay. I trust you.
I think the more that we trust each other, the stronger the realm will be.
I just hope others can earn it.
I know they will. We're strong.
You reach out. I'll see this is delivered.
Done. And I think we'll end the session there.
Hey, thanks, Kung Fu Fenris.
Thanks for the
Thank
bit.
you very much. It says so right there on the screen.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Ah, but there's a treat for the end.
Ooh.
Yeah, we get to like talk about the game. and what we learned.
Yeah, great the game was.
We have a narrative spotlight that we do now. We do like a what have we learned
Yes.
thing. We do all sorts of
Yeah.
stuff.
Well, we're gonna start. We're gonna get this out of the way. Scott,
Yes.
what'd you learn?
I learned that Pyres still has very complicated feelings for Brevin, someone he thought he would never see again.
Kate.
I learned that Oresta is starting to feel capable of playing like the political game.
Oh yeah. Seriously.
Elizabeth.
Whether or not it's
I learned that Gale really doesn't care whether or not her parents respect her, and she's like really taken aback that Pyres wants that from his parents.
That's sorry.
And she's wondering if that's her mistake.
Am,
Have I been living
am I wrong?
Am I the problem here?
Yeah, exactly. Whoa.
Yeah.
Scott,
Yeah.
you want to highlight a play?
Do I ever? I'm stealing the good one, the great one. Sorry. Oresta coming out swinging with the best inspirational speech I have ever heard
so
in
good.
my
10,000
life.
dragons
Holy
fighting.
shit.
10,000
Thank you.
dragons.
Craigon, what the shit? Thank you so much.
Thank you, Craigod.
Woohoo!
One Aussie dollary due for each exalted session.
Whoa, that's a lot of dollary dues.
That's a whole bunch of dollary dues.
Thank you very much. I really felt like it was the embodiment of like, well, first of all, fire, but like I really felt like it was the embodiment of everything that we both share in terms of how we feel about what Vieren did wrong and about how to like tackle the problems of the realm, and like you just expressed it in such a beautiful, concise, clear way, and it was very moving. And I really appreciate it.
I just
Great
used
job.
game terminology.
I just used the games.
It's like, oh, Dragon Blood is work together.
dragons fight as one.
Woo!
Kate?
I mean, Gale just continues to fucking impress. Like, she has so much going on. And, like, you're evolving her socially, but you're also still evolving her tactics and her plans and her games. But also choosing to step back with all those little hooks and pulls of, oh, the greatest gateway player, oh this, oh that. Like, there were so many pulls for Gale to reveal herself, and like, I think it's a really cool moment that she chose not to.
Thank you.
Oh, Pyres would have been like, it's me.
It's a meme. No,
It's-
but actually,
It is hard to make tactics look like interesting roleplay.
fair point. Fair play. I agree with that.
I have to give a special shout out before I get to this guy here to Requiem for helping me so much between games with military terminology and helping me like speak these tactics as though I know what I'm talking about. Like, thank you so much, because you've given this extra flavor to this character that I just think is wonderful. So thank you. Pyres, Scott, I think your impassioned speech to your mom and convincing her against literally all odds was wonderful.
Yeah.
Absolutely wonderful.
Sometimes
Thank
you just
you.
gotta let the roleplay speak for itself.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, okay, I'm ready to roll some dice, but
Huh?
in that moment, right? Like I
No.
just, yeah, no,
I don't think you needed to.
that's what I need.
I rolled for read intentions.
Yeah.
Because I wanted to make sure that you were trying to do what you said you were doing.
Yeah.
Because if you had said, I'm trying to deceive my mother, that would be different. But in the end, I believed you. You weren't going in there to be like, hey, Mom, I want you to do something, but I actually have got ulterior motives. Your motives are pure. You definitely want to take Vieren down, and you want to take you want to assassinate his character.
His legacy, and exactly
his legacy
right, yeah.
before you reveal to the world that he is dead. And I was like, she has no reason not to believe that that's an excellent idea. So it makes sense.
It's true.
How many bombshells? I mean, this wasn't even a marathon. A Brevin? A Bracken? I mean, I'm
A Brevin.
A bracken.
A doodaloo lacking.
playing like the layers involved of playing Brevin, who's playing Vieren, who's trying to show face to these people, who's trying to convince us of stuff. Like, there are so many layers that you were playing and angles that you had to deal with, and that was super fucking cool.
It was just like, please get it. Please get it.
There's players starting to acknowledge that you're trying to say something, and then character being like, fuck you.
I don't know if you had figured it out. Gilligood actually did successfully guess that it was Brevin. Second guessed, claiming that it could have been Juin, I saw in chat. But originally, and this was a while ago, said that the theory was that it was Brevin impersonating, and that...
Scott can confirm that when you folks first entered the room, I wrote Brevin the Lunar on my sheet.
Oh my god.
And I was just waiting.
Has since crossed out.
I have since crossed out the Lunar, but I got one out of 3 right.
Flawlessly Impenetrable Disguise is
that doesn't count.
not a... it is not a specific charm to an Exalt. It's a universal charm.
It used to be. Well, it used to be.
It used to be,
Third
but it no
ed
longer
is.
is.
I understand now.
I don't know if it was a lucky... Okay, so it might have been a lucky guess, but there weren't clues up until the point where you met him, but there was... I had a plan that's what he had decided to go and do, because he needed to do something big, bold, and dumb.
If I were Brevin, I would never get in a disguise ever again. He almost got his throat slit last time.
Right? Like he was like
literally,
in a robe or whatever.
it
Like
was a
we
50-50
legitimately
chance
almost
I killed one person and knocked out the other, and only found out afterwards that it was Brevin.
Yeah.
Big bold
and then he's like, you know what I'm gonna
Big, bold, and
do?
dumb.
Dress up like the enemy.
But I appreciate.
How do you show up Pyres?
Bingo. I really
Truth.
I really appreciate that though, because like I think it's really cool to see NPCs like Flavienne, you know, joking about the heptagram and stuff aside. Like it's really cool to see NPCs who also are taking big risks that are just that, right? Risks. And they are. Because this dude is gonna fucking die.
I was so curious if you had just like gone in and been like, okay, well, I'm gonna attack him like right away. And I was like, all right. And there's a part of me that was wondering, is it gonna be a moment where, you know, he'll be lying there dying in your arms, and he'll look up and he'll be like,
Oops, wrong one. Don't mind me.
There we go.
I mean, Bracken.
Oh god, I forgot he's Regara.
oh yeah, he's Regara.
Yeah, because I feel like going in, we had discussed not even off stream, like on stream, we had discussed the fact that like, okay, well, Vieren's dead, so who is this? Presumably someone relatively powerful, right? Like, I don't think we're dumb enough to just be like, let's go fight him.
I did not want to pull the whole like, no, Vieren's still alive.
Sure.
Right? Like it was possible. I totally there are ways in the Exalted fucking that I could have totally made it so that somebody else died and it looked like Vieren. But I didn't think that was fair. I didn't think that was going to be the right story. But that's why you found out what's going on here. But I also wonder whether you all, and I think that you all accurately predicted that it wasn't actually Vieren up here, it was somebody else. And the question is what's going on, as opposed to, oh, we didn't actually kill him, we got to kill him again. That's a moment, that's a cliche that works very occasionally, and in any given campaign, it works once.
Yeah.
And the whole like, this is truly my final form. Like you can't fucking.
And we're
do
still
that
holding
every
on hope
goddamn
that
day.
that's going to be used on Garavel. So like it's
Garavel. Well,
that's
it's sort of like a slightly different version of that trope where there's like a little weenie enemy at the beginning of the game who you bop on the head and they're like, I'll be back. And then they come back, they're a little stronger, a little stronger, a little stronger. That's my hope for Brevin.
Ultros.
even my final
Yes,
form.
Ultros.
Tell Ultros to terminate his opponent.
Ultros is anyway.
Yeah, I mean, my theory when it was actually, I was just expecting him to not look like Vieren at all and just be impersonating him. And then when it actually looked like him, I'm like, oh, he was like about to die and
Someone?
goddamn death cast
Did you win?
Oh,
came up at him.
Abyssals.
And, yeah, an abyssal was like, "Oh, you can sell your soul to the devil."
here's
Right?
the thing: the lunar mode of this charm.
Yeah.
You also copy their cast mark and anima.
That is so.
Holy.
Well,
Ridiculous.
now
So when your
will
anima
have
flares,
never leaving.
Yeah.
that goes up,
That's
right?
so
like so,
cool.
he would look like.
Oh, that's
Yep.
impenetrable.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Something speaks of silence. It's there's
Oh,
there's a joke. There's a joke.
What did he whisper to?
Oh yeah.
it's Brevin.
Oh, fair. Okay.
Like literally just said it. But I was like,
I believe the exact words he used were, "It's Brevin, you idiot."
I think so.
I kind of wish you'd punched him in the face anyway.
I mean, that's the thing.
After
Like,
we had learned who he was.
Oresta knew it was someone who wasn't Vieren, who was like, "Psst, it's me." Like she could tell that's what they were trying to do anyway. But she was like, no. Like she was definitely doing the like, no, this is my line and I'm not going to cross it for anyone. And then he was like, it's Brevin. I'm like, fine.
God damn
I'll help you, I guess.
I was just waiting for him to reach out for you to be like, and roll initiative. Let's
Yeah.
fucking go.
We'll go in battle.
But you didn't. Sometimes restraint happens. And look, I was ready for a battle today. I had it. It's all right here.
I know.
Didn't happen. That's okay. You gotta roll with it.
That's very
Why
true.
not roll with it?
I mean,
So
it's good role playing today, but I think that we have
other things to discuss.
other things to discuss.
Oh.
Milestones?
Oh, milestones as well. Yeah.
Yeah, milestones.
Right. That's something else we actually have to.
Suckers.
Legitimately something we have to discuss.
Milestones.
I don't know. Anyone do a good job? No, I'm kidding.
This is a minor milestone, or sorry, a minor milestone for all of you.
Holy sh!
You have uncovered who the Vieren is.
Nice.
Da-da.
Nice. So a minor milestone is in for you. That can be traded for a charm or an ability.
Yeah.
It's pretty good. I'm also going to say that in today's session, we're gonna give a personal milestone to Pyres, and I think that it honestly belongs to the three of you. And the reason why is because all of you sort of contributed to basically push forward a character who, in my opinion, and I could be wrong, but in my opinion, is struggling with the fact that he is so competent, but everyone around him believes that someone else is better, and that's the thing that is actually the struggle that Pyres is up against. But then he has friends who are trying to convince him that he needs to trust in himself, as opposed to, oh, well, maybe I should never have done it in the first place, or I made a mistake and therefore I should never be trusted again.
The very first session, right? We had little like snippets of day one, the House of Bells and stuff, and I remember it was like, you know, duel your opponent, and Pyres was like, I also have to look really cool because otherwise I'm not worth anything, right? Like it was that sort of like situation.
Yeah, for sure.
Gale Whispered also has a suggestion that the impassioned speech for his mother convinced her to do something significant.
I mean,
I kind of have to agree.
Okay. Yeah.
So we're gonna throw an exalted milestone in there as well. But I'm also going to, because I feel like I should, I'm going to throw in one more personal milestone just because of 10,000 dragons.
Yes.
I had to do that, so that's two personals.
Ding, ding,
That
ding.
wraps us up to a full personal.
Okay,
So that brings our total personals acquired to 2. Our total minors to 3. And Exalt is at buffer 1 to spend, 2 receive.
Two
Or
total,
2, I mean, I haven't spent, sorry.
Yeah.
Whoa, Dio!
Whoa! Hello! Hey, where'd you come from? Where
Dio
you been?
stays me.
Dio.
Thank you.
Everyone's been really... I'm sorry, I'm only suspicious because of the roleplay. We love you guys.
Because dragons.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Oh!
Dio gifting us up to Craigon, which is great because Craigon.
Awesome. Welcome. Yeah, well, spent on bits and didn't sub.
Thank
Get
you
a sub,
so
now you
much,
got a
dear.
sub.
Wow. Now you can have the best emotes. Well, maybe not the best emotes on the internet.
You know, some cool.
Book, Super Dylan, fantastic.
We have access to the emotes.
Like,
And on our Discord,
Yeah.
oh yeah,
we'll have access
There
to
you
them there as well. So,
damn.
you know.
Discord.
See what I'm talking about, Book? There you go. Boom, done. That's worth the price of entry right there. Honestly, that's also okay. All right. Yay. You seem to be. Are you troubled?
Yeah, I admit that a little while back, I started having feelings that I thought were dumb.
Oh, okay.
Dumb
I wouldn't know anything.
I was being a Pyres.
Sorry.
I was being a Pyres, and the only thing that kind of made it worse was that these feelings, when I spoke about them to other people, I only got, I mostly got encouragement. I got one person who was
I
like,
was like, I'm just kidding.
but that's okay.
Yeah.
I don't think that person was discouraging me. The person was giving me a cautionary tale. There are 2 of us here who got our true start in role-playing in another way. Where did you get your start role-playing?
Lord of the Rings forums, RPGs, baby.
What up? Shout out.
Also, there was a fairy
the
one
elves.
and a horse one. That's right.
I have questions for you later.
I'll answer them later.
Good. Like horsies.
I still have a lot of fond memories of being introduced to something that people may or may not recognize. Furnost Freehold. Way back when on the official White Wolf website, it was chat.white-wolf.com, and it was a thing. You would log on, you would just play. You would just role play. And Furnost Freehold, alongside the rest of those HTML-based chats where you had to manually click to refresh, gave birth to DigiChat and New Bremen, and these chats spread. And for a long period of time, I was a storyteller on another site called Immortal Vigilance, where I was running the werewolf section of it, and then I stopped. And it has been a very long time since I have done that again. And then Discord happened.
Yeah.
Today, we're announcing a new project for us because we have had such fun role-playing with each other that now we would like a chance to role-play with you. With thousands,
Over
1,000 plus
1,000.
lines of code being written to get our technology ready, and we're giving you an advance warning of this because we're only going to be ready close to the end of the month. But we're announcing today Disconcordia, where we are running a Changeling the Dreaming 20th anniversary game with storyteller support, a 24/7 persistent game run on Discord with full sheets, a bot that will keep track of
A dice roller, it tracks your resources, it'll spend your resources, it'll track things like nightmare upgrading. There's a lot of technology. We also have our safety cards in, because safety cards are fudging important.
That was probably priority number 1. Yeah.
that actually was. It
Yeah.
was originally called
Legitimately,
Safety Bot.
Yeah.
Yay!
It does a lot. It does everything that we could think of that made any sense to include.
we can't wait. Well, we can wait because we will wait.
Yeah.
But
Wait, yeah.
we are anxious to invite you to a freehold that has cropped up at the site of the old Empress Theater here in Montreal, in the borough of Notre-Dame-de-Grâce, which we're all familiar and all promptly fled.
Oh, not so promptly.
No.
But
Really funny.
a year of relative peace has meant an upwelling of glamour in the city, which means that new freeholds are a thing. New chrysalises are a thing, and we are really hoping that you'll get a chance to come by and play. Like I said, 24/7. You walk in, you play with whoever is there.
Thanks.
Thank you for the sub. That's very appreciated. And you'll get a chance to play with each other, to play with us. For those of you who are familiar with those kinds of forum or chat roleplay, it'll be your turn to teach those who are new. But I mean, we just couldn't let this thing go. It's just too
Yeah.
fucking
It's really-
cool.
Get to catch that
Right?
light.
Ooh.
Yeah. Discord, role playing through text, and playing in a system called Changeling. All the rest of the details you can figure out over time if that's interesting to you.
Yeah, and I think there's some questions around like how much knowledge of the system do I need, and I think some of these will be answered in due time. I think the idea is hopefully to make this as accessible as possible, both to people who are familiar with this system and those who are new to it. So you shouldn't be afraid.
Our next few clinic hours will be devoted to getting people up to snuff on Changeling and also up to snuff on this unique style of role-playing. It's kind of one part LARP, one part Roll20, and one part hanging with your friends?
Hanging with the boys.
Yeah.
Half a part forum posts, I guess,
Yeah.
because it's not forum posts, but there's text.
Yeah.
It's text-based, like, right?
For people who are new to Changeling, we encourage you to play.
Yeah.
There will be, and I will warn you, there will be a certain amount of research that you'll have to do on your own. It's not going to take you like 50 hours, but there is going to be a certain amount of expectation that you'll have done at least a little bit of research. But there's no reason why you couldn't play somebody who's brand new to the world of
that's
Changeling.
just crystallized. So you just came into your fairy being. It's like having just been bitten as a vampire, but instead of a vampire, a cool mythical creature.
Yeah.
We are opening up a limited number of spots for alpha testers
Sorry.
over the next couple of weeks, and we're hoping that by the end of the month, we'll be able to open what we're calling our beta release, which will be basically people who are, you, members of the community, people who you know, and you know, limited word of mouth. We won't start making a big deal out of this until we're sure that this is going to go, but that's what we've got. And if you're curious at all about the setting, well, there's a lot of things you can.
Whatever
there
many
is
episodes
a
of-
lot of episodes. So it is in the same canonical timeline, but you don't need to have watched any of Changeling streaming, like at all. It's like separate situation.
It's a brand new
Yeah.
freehold.
It's supposed to be your stories, not ours.
Sounds interesting.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the hype. There's like, you know, of course, yeah, more details to come, obviously,
is
tons more stuff
real.
happening. And we're talking about research and so on. There's tons that can be done on one's own or that will be brought to you. That's what I meant to say. Yeah, it's going to be great.
I'm sure that there's going to be lots of questions. I'm going to actually point the questions over to our Discord.
Yeah. I'm gonna drop that one more time.
Yeah, if you could. Because that's the best place to ask them, because then if we answer them, they'll be right there in the Discord, and that'll be great. But for now, that's what we're excited about. We kind of didn't want to keep teasing it forever. So that's what we got.
Yay!
But we also have some other things coming up this week, so
my
let's
God.
have a look at that.
God, it's true.
Tuesday?
Yeah, on Tuesdays I stream. I have nothing to do with anything on this channel. But come on down, we're finishing The Outer Worlds.
Please
I
finish
feel
it.
I feel like I'm right at the climax of the story. I have
Don't
to
book a
I'm
gig.
not understand- Whoa. I have to. Yeah, don't book a gig, Scott. But we're gonna get in there. I stream in character, and there's always lots of really fun adventures happening over there. So follow me twitch.tv/biffthebaus, and on Discord for more information. That's me.
Wednesday, I got an offer that maybe I will be playing with somebody this Wednesday. We'll have to figure that out. If not, we have a backup. Final Fantasy Pixel Remaster was a lot of fun. We might continue doing that. This might be the game I start trying to learn how to speedrun. Who knows?
Whoa.
But Thursday is the day that, if you've just listened to our project announcement, that's the day to tune in. We're going to go for a little bit of a deep dive on what Changeling the Dreaming is. Well, maybe not a deep dive. Maybe it'll be more like a surface swim. A snorkel, as you were. So that people can learn about the setting, and also maybe a sneak peek into some of the unique changes that we're going to be making in order to make it run on Discord.
Friday, we are continuing with the Punch Effect.
Yeah, I won't be there.
No! Wait! We're not continuing with the Punch Effect.
What? You don't want to continue with that?
I will either play Pokemon Snap or Slay the Spire.
Shit.
One or the
That
other.
spire needs to be slayed.
Either way, I'm gonna be salty and very aggressive. So here we go.
Always good
Oh
times.
no.
Great times.
Saturday.
Saturday, there will be Drew Crew.
Yep. And I also stream after that, a couple hours after. I play Arkham Horror. We're mid-campaign, but it's a storytelling experience. Hop in. But yeah, Drew Crew, you definitely want to be there for Drew Crew. That's some good times.
And next week we'll be back here. Find out whether or not all of these plots and plans can get a start, or whether we're gonna get into trouble.
Honestly, I
Probably
just want to
both.
ask Flavienne about what kinds of food she loves most. I haven't even asked.
Just tell me about food.
Terrible.
I want to hear how you talk about food.
Voulez-vous du beurre?
Oh.
Don't worry, exalted folks. We aren't abandoning you. This is still going to be our game, and we ain't stopping this game for nobody. Whoop, whoop. Which I guess means if you really want to fuck up the freehold, you just do it between the hours of 6 p.m. and 9 p.m.
On
Eastern.
Sundays.
God.
On
Shit.
Sundays.
Can you imagine?
Someone just runs into chat being like, guys, you have to check the Discord. It's on fire. Oh no.
Oh, no.
Oh no. But otherwise, folks, thanks so much for tuning in. Dropping those sub bombs has been really great.
Subs, bits, follows, being here and chatting. It's all super.
Are y'all being the STs for this? Kung Fu Fenris, yes.
Short answer. Longer answer. Yes. Yes, I agree with Kate. And with John. Yeah, it's been incredible. The support tonight in particular has been really kind. So thank you all very much.
Keep an eye out, but we'll get to you when we have more news. But we will get to you. Trust us. And if we can, hey, some of you might get some alpha invites. Don't worry. If you get an alpha invite, it's not because we like you more.
No, it's like, please test my bot. It's not necessarily fun. It's gonna be fun, but not
So
not
suck
too
it.
fun. Not too fun.
Suck it, Alpha.
Consider it a punishment.
Consider it a punishment.
Special
Pros
thanks to
and
everybody
cons.
who was here. Thanks to all of you for a good whole heavy RP session.
It was a heavy RP session. Thank you.
But sometimes dumb ideas get you to cool places. Sometimes
That's good.
cool places are. See you next time.
Bye.
Bye.